let's get started. I just got into a Red Dragon Pop, so everything's good. I think stream is fine. Just chill. If it's broken, it's broken. What can you do, you know? We're streaming on a Monday afternoon. That doesn't normally happen, but we had the day off today, so we'll be hanging out with everybody. I do want to get rid of all the rest of my treasure maps, which we kind of started like 2 weeks ago. And there aren't too many to go. They're all in Nuia, so for the most part, it should be fine. We'll take care of them. We'll get rid of the ones that are in the sea as well, because there's a few that are in the ocean, and like around Growgate and everything. And I figured I'd just stream at the same time because it may as well, right? Get it all out of the way. Maybe we'll get some new questions or stuff. And as usual, here to help answer questions and stuff like that with all of you guys. So, what else? Also, there was something else. I totally forgot what I was going to mention, but it doesn't matter. I guess it's all good. We'll actually see if we full send here, if it even works. We'll see what actually ends up happening. Man, there was something I wanted to point out. I can't even remember what it was, though. Oh well. Whatever, I guess, right? It's probably nothing. But yeah, anyways, just starting up the stream, so, you know, we'll start getting people around, like, you know, in a little while. Hopefully we can get some good conversations and some good questions asked as usual. If there are any, like, really good questions or things that maybe get asked a lot, I tend to highlight those questions and have them up on my YouTube channel as, like, you know, their own video. Otherwise, the entire stream ends up on YouTube in full, so if there's anything that actually happens that needs to be reviewed, or like I answered a question, you want to see the answer again or hear the answer again, then you can do all of that, right? And that's kind of the point of it all. And for the YouTube folks, you know, if you can catch me live, that'd be even better, because I can actually, we can have an interaction and stuff. The problem is, I don't have a set schedule, and I totally get that, right? Obviously, it's not ideal, but you know, this is more of a hobby for me anyways, and that's why I have like my Twitter and my research and development Discord that I host to let everybody know also whenever I go live, at least at that immediate time. If you could ever get like to an actual schedule, that'd be great, but it doesn't tend to be that way. Just because, you know, things can pop up. Like yesterday we were going to stream, but it just didn't end up happening. I ended up hanging out with family, playing games. So, you know, it's all good. But at least I get to stream at a different hour than I normally do, you know, Monday afternoon for US time. We'll see who we can catch. We'll see who, you know, if we can get any answered or questions answered that we normally wouldn't, or, you know, for people that normally wouldn't be able to make it to the stream. Otherwise, we're just starting out with this little Red Dragon. Man, I really did forget what I wanted to ask or say at the beginning. I had like a whole thing. I don't think anything crazy's happened in like the last weekend. Double everything should be over now, at least at the time of, you know, this right now. Monday afternoon. It should have ended like midday actually. So double everything's over. I took advantage of it as much as I could, but you know, not too stressful. I did try to do as much vocation stuff as I could, because I kind of do want the invisible donkey. Hey Hugin, hello, hello. I do want the invisible donkey, so I'm kind of working my way towards it, but I'm still just over halfway there, so it's still going to take some time. And I'm not really in a rush because I don't need the invisible donkey. I don't know. It's like, I've never been in a situation in all of Legacy where I was like, you know what, it'd be nice to have a donkey that could go invisible right now. That's, I don't know, I've never been in that situation before, but I get that everybody wants it. I kind of want to get Carrot Wings, because Carrot Wings looks really funky, and there would be some hilarity purposes to having Carrot Wings. I feel like that actually outvalues having a donkey that can go invisible. But obviously not, right? It's just I have other ways to do stuff. It's like I've never been like, it would be good to be invisible. Like, I can get a Perdita statue, and I wouldn't even care. Like, on Free Ditch, I'd just walk right in, because it's like, yeah, I'd be safer with the invisible donkey, but like, is there anybody really there? If there are, I've practiced enough with a pack on my back to know how to fight, so it's not a big deal. You guys got the Roy Sieg earring? Just one? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I kind of wanted to do Ricey for the earring, but at the same time I'm going for the submarine. And I have a one each. Nice, that's very good. Congrats, that's a big deal. At the same time I'm going for... Where am I going? At the same time I'm going... Where I have the... Let's go. I slung out a whole car. This big Warborn self. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I have the Mistral underwater sea breathe, or Mistral underwater breathing device. Somebody else fell off. Oh, the same guy fell off. He's glitching all over the place. Anyways, so I have that underwater breathing device, which is like the next best thing in the universe. I don't even need the earring because it will. Yeah, it's the one from the Clipper, but upgraded 3 times. It's not Typhoon, but it's the one underneath. And it's amazing. Like, it increases movement speed by 25% in the water. 30 minutes of underwater breathing. I could always just go back up to the top and summon it again. And so with that, I've kind of removed my need to get the earring. I've kind of like, not scared. I tried a few times to get it, but it's whatever now. You know what I actually want? I want another one of these Sea Storm earrings. Mostly for testing purposes, because I'm pretty sure that I can already reach the maximum speed in the water, like the max that you can get from swim boosts. But I want another one to do some testing with it. Oh, true, yeah. If you get a pack, it's a different story. But if I'm not holding a pack, it's not true, right? I don't think there's any point in the water where I'm going to be underwater with the pack for a long time. And if I am, I have Dahuda's bubbles, you know? That might be the only situation I'd be using Dahuda's bubbles at this point. I have one, so I mean, I've always got one in case of emergency. I mean, it's okay, you know? It's not a big deal, really. If you don't have a pack and you have time to get ring device and stuff like that, yeah, absolutely. And if not, I have a Dahuda's bubble. What kind of sucks is that, you know, back in the day, accessories weren't that great, so you'd be able to replace one, you know, one of the accessories for the breathing device, no problem. Okay, but now accessories are actually pretty damn good, right? Strength, whatever, but the received damage reduction and the parry rate increase, yeah, that's pretty decent, you know? You wouldn't generally want to lose that. You know, 2% is 2%. It's a pretty hefty amount in reality. It's not nothing. So, back in the olden days, that wasn't the case. So you'd be okay, like, taking off your earring or whatever. Oops. Alright. Do they want a full send? What do they want to do? Yeah, full send. Okay. Alright. Full send them. That's what you guys want to do. I wish the people stopped right before 50 so that he could actually use the last ability. Whatever. Okay, he already used self-control. Close eyes and spam. See, that's not how it works. Now... Oh, we could actually do it right now. No, it's too late. Oh, well, we have no choice at this point. Oh, you used reverse gravity. That's actually... Damn. I was hoping Tiger Strike, but now we're really screwed. It wouldn't have mattered even if I had Tiger Strike. I don't think I was going to do enough damage to that. Anyways, he also went in the air, so I wouldn't have been able to reach him at one point. Well, we're here for a little bit. Not a big deal. Anyways, how's everything else going on, Stella? Competition-wise and everything. A lot of people actually did end up going to Pirates, so now it's, I don't know. Politics are always funny on new servers. Everybody's trying to be the winner, when there's really no winner in an MMO. That's not how MMOs work. Game sound is too loud? Alright, hold on. Everything's good there. Jeez. Stuff happening behind me. Alright, how's that? Is that any better? I have no idea. I think something happened and like screwed up with a lot of the volume. I don't know why. Nothing really changed. Okay, do we not have healers? dealer. Oh, we actually don't have healers. No, we have healers. We have 4. Ah, crap, I'm dead. Oh well. Did I see the next event? Which one? Which event were you talking to? We're talking about? Stream tomorrow? Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they're just gonna. I don't know what they're doing. I don't really understand. So they want to have a stream up in a secret spot. Well, the secret doesn't make any sense for a stream, right? So what are they doing? And the cake and Sandeep? I don't see anything about a cake and Sandeep. What did they announce? They did say that 2 people could have their name on a costume, though, from the costume contest. So I mean, hey, if anybody found my video good and you want to put my name on it, like it gave you some inspiration, that'd be great. I would love to have another. I would love to win something for free. So anybody that liked that Akash video, just slap my name onto whatever your submission is, and bingo bango, we both get some rewards. Can we do that? Can I be in everybody's submission as a second person? I wouldn't mind that. How do I participate in Festival? Just find out 6th anniversary cake and Sandeep and snap a picture. Oh. 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 Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the link is probably helpful. Wow, that's so weird. How did I miss this thing? Let's see. Wait, why does my animation isn't working? What? That was weird. Wait, what's going on? Okay, there we go. The anniversary cake must be... What is all this? Okay. North America servers. Wednesday, all day, pretty much. For 6 hours. The camera is available once on each server during the allotted time. The camera will be available once on each server. How do we know which server is which time? What do you mean? Wait, how do we know when my server's on it? I don't understand. There's no details about which server is on during which time. Wait, I'm actually confused. NA servers. Yeah, I get NA servers. Sure, but there's like 6 of them. When is Win gonna be on there? Or is it gonna be every single one at the same time? Like some kind of a weird security system camera with, you know, 8x8 footage of everything happening on every single server. That'd be interesting. I hope they turn off chat bubbles. Oh man. I really hope they turn off chat bubbles for it. Otherwise people are gonna do some nasty things. That's so weird. The camera will be available once on each server during the allotted time frame tomorrow. Wait. This isn't for Arcade Unchained. By the way, this is for Arcade Legacy. For now, these festivities are for Arcade servers only. However, Arcade Unchained servers will get their own special version of this celebration when its birthday rolls around. Oh, this isn't the birthday for Arcade Unchained. This is the birthday for Arcade. Okay, I got it. That's why it's 6th anniversary for Arcade and 1st anniversary, which I believe is what, in November? For Arcade Unchained. Okay. Okay, alright. I see how it is. Can we go back now? What's my timer? A minute? Okay. You wanted cake? Yeah, no, we don't get anything. Is there anything for Arcade Unchained then during this? Probably not, right? We're having a party. Come celebrate us. Receive a costume of their... Wait, what? Take a screenshot or video... Oh, what? Receive a costume of their choice that's already released? Oh, I want that on Arcade Unchained. God, what would I even choose? Well, how would I win? It's RNG. Oh, never mind. And all other participants would get a bound laborer charger, though. Okay, well, that's cool. Actually, by giving stuff to everyone, it's much better. I wish they did that more often for these kind of contests. Just so that, like, anybody participating gets something. They'll get so many participants, even if it's nothing. Like, or not nothing, even if it's, like, something little. Okay, I guess Arcade Unchained is coming later, then. So, that's fine. Whatever. A little weird. But, I guess that's fine. Oh, by the way, I sold the stuff from last stream on Saturday. Because I got the, what's it called? I got the stuff by farming the Yetis. I got the Fortune Teller's Crystal Ball and the Whirlwind Gear. And I actually sold them for the prices. The Whirlwind Gear got a bid, so it only sold for 1,000. But the Fortune Teller's Crystal Ball sold for 2,000. So, I mean, there you go. Alternate sources of revenue and money in gaming that literally don't take any labor. But, you know, it's kind of like nobody wants to do it, so that's why it's worth so much. Oh my god. It's so funny. So I made money. I made my money off of this weekend for sure. A little bit of a weird way, but still. Wow, it's still regenerating a little bit. It's regenerating just a little bit too much. There we go. Alright, we're good. We're out of here. Alright. Yeah, I guess this is just a competition or whatever for the Arcade Legacy servers. Alright, well, is there anything starting this week for our servers? There's supposed to be a lot of things happening. But yeah, so now they are allowing 2 people per entry, up to 2 people per entry, for the Arcade Costume Community Design Contest. Oh, they really are doing this right now. Anyways, up to 2 entries. And I guess it's, I don't know, that's a little weird. They're gonna give, oh, what's going on here? Where are we? Where are the Reds? They're just bored. Anyways. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Maybe they're helping. I think they're helping. Or they're just being annoying, but it's not really a point to that. Should I just dom them? I mean, I can just dom them and kill them. Right? I mean, they're not annoying enough for me to dom them right now, because it doesn't matter. We're still going to be getting a lot of people that are just coming out of RD. Oh, and now they're being slightly more annoying. Oh, they are being annoying, huh? Wait, no, they probably have Peace Song. Let's see. Should I just do it? How does this work? I've never declared a Dominion before. Declare Dominion. They're under protection for 1 day. Oh. Damn. Well, that sucks. Maybe they'll dom me. Okay, that's not gonna happen. To be honest, I've never tried to declare Dominion before to begin with. Also, how's the sound? Is it still having issues? Should I turn things down a bit more? I have no idea. You guys gotta tell me. I'll do a little bit more. The problem is at some point it's gonna become too quiet. But I have no idea. You guys gotta help me with that. They're literally losing their own vehicle here. Ha! That's actually really funny. Alright, I think they're out of there now. I'm being really bored. What is going on? This is the most bored people I've ever seen. Alright, fine. This is fine, I guess. Whoa! Did you guys see that? The fortress just turned. I've never seen that before. In freaking 5 years of this game, I've never seen the fortress turn and look a different direction. Oh, that's so funny. Why is this the most interesting fortress kill I've seen ever? Why is this the one? Why is this the most interesting one? Wait, what? Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, there's 4 of them. No, there's 3 of them. I wish I could dom them. This would have been the most fun dom ever. Everybody would heal me. I would just kill people. And they'd be gone. Ah, I could actually do it too. Let's wait. It's a Skull Knight I could ignore. A Fanatic I could kill instantly. Damn. Oh, I wish they weren't on peace. Man, they must have just activated it, right? Because it says 1 day left. Or is it not true? I don't remember how that works. To be honest, I haven't done a peace treaty in a very, very, very long time. Because nobody doms me, right? It's just me, so it's kind of nice. But let's see, what is it again? How does this thing work? 48 hours, never mind. So they activated it yesterday at some point. Okay, fine. Also, yeah, Hugin or anybody else, how's the sound? Am I still not loud enough, or no entry response? Okay, that's fine. Where's the sound in game? Not loud enough? I have no idea. Actually, there's a few things I wanted to do with sound. To be fair, actually. I'd rather people join the stream and then turn down the sound than have to turn it up. So if I make myself too loud, technically that's actually better. But I didn't want to do that with, like, willy-nilly. I wanted to do it with, you know, very strategic understanding of what's going on. So let me try something. Alright, so this is small gain on my voice, right? And that's 2 decibels. Every 3 decibels is double the input. So it should be quite a bit louder now, right? I should be very noticeably louder. You again, where are you at? I need you to help me test this. Come back here, buddy. I'm gonna ping you. Yeah, test sound stuff. So I need you to tell me volumes of everything, and like, what's your current volume for the stream set to? Like, what percentage? And how audible am I when I'm just like talking normally, right? So like right now I'm just talking normally. We're not even using crisp. We have crisp disabled, so my full quality is there. You have me in max? Alright, so I don't want that, actually. I want everybody to have me in about 50%. So what I want you to do is I want you to put it to 50%, and like, you know, whatever your normal computer sound would be, and then help me with, like, levels so that I can make it so that... Because I'd rather people turn down volume on a stream or on a YouTube video than turn up volume, right? Because turning down volume anybody can do. That's not a problem. But turning up volume is a big problem, because then there could be a problem with, you know, people just not being audible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the sound back up, and I'm going to increase the gain on my microphone to 6, which is, that might be a little bit much. Let's do 5. Alright, so now I should be a lot louder. Can you help me out with, like, levels there? How does it sound if you're, like, at 50% volume? This is just gonna end up being a test stream. Freaking 4 years of streaming stuff, and this is the test stream for volume. Hello. The order isn't correct, right? Wow, it doesn't even move me. Hilarious. You can hear, but it's a bit hard. Even still? Really? Okay, hold on. Game sound too loud? Okay, but I'm okay with the game sound loudness, but I want my sound to be louder. Let's try... God, this might be a bit much. Hello. Is this too much now? Am I too loud? Alright, how's that? So if you turn down sound to 50%, so everybody listening, if you guys turn down sound to 50%, Am I audible versus the game and stuff? Is everything good now? How's this? Does it sound any better? Yes, no, maybe. Seems better? Okay. Seems better is good. What can I do to make it even better? Like, so that at 50% you could hear everything and it's not a problem. So, like, the sound in game is good, and the sound, you know, my sound is good, and everything is fine, and also you have the opportunity to turn my volume down or up even more, right? Well, I can go to Marion Opal. What do I need to do? You tell me. Or are you busy right now? I could try to test this with Sinister Berry. Fight something? Alright. I can just use abilities, right? How's this? Any better? So this is the game volume. But I'm more curious, if you turn the volume down to 50, like, am I still really, really audible, or and is the game audible as well at about the right levels? It's at 50%. Okay, good. Nice. And you can hear me just fine, and the game is fine, or should I turn myself even more up? And turn down the game, or really, no, I'm not going to turn down the game. I'm just going to turn myself up if I need to, right? How's that? Anything? Any tips? You think it's good? Okay. Well, I hope so. I mean, I could just check it myself, to be fair, but then there's going to be a bit of a... who cares? I'm not going to put this video up on YouTube, then. Let's do this. Let's go to my stream and listen to myself. Hopefully, maybe a bit louder my voice. Okay, yeah. I'll check in a second. Let's see, what do we got? That's me. Hello, me. What do we got? Oh, right, I'm supposed to actually say stuff. Blah, 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 and then here's the sound. Oh, right, I'm supposed to actually say stuff. Blah, 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 and then here's the sound. I don't like that. Actually, that might be okay. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Testing more. Actually, that might be okay. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Testing more. Actually, that might be okay. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. I guess that's good, right? We're chilling? I'm gonna say that's alright. Yeah, I think we're okay. I heard about this YouTube stuff. So, I don't understand. So, other people cannot add closed captions to your stream? So, like, if somebody in Japan wanted to make Japanese closed captions for your stream, it's not a thing? But I can't do them myself, right? Because I'm not Japanese and I don't know the language. Is that... Am I understanding that correctly? Because that's like a big YouTube thing right now, which I'm assuming that's what you're referencing. I have no idea. No here. No, I know. Oh, I see. Just in Twitch. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you can add live closed captions. There's translation services out there, but they're expensive per hour. No, it's for translations. Yeah. Hey, so no, it's a little bit. It's a little different. No, yeah. So there's actually a big thing right now on YouTube where they are literally stopping people from making closed captions for other videos, which is probably fine, but at the same time you won't be able to cover every language because you can't make closed captions for another language if you don't know that language, right? So the whole point is that other people can do it for you. So I don't know, it's a little bit weird. But you're right, yeah, so there is an auto translation, you know, not translation, but closed caption services for Twitch, and you can add it to your stream, right? I mean, I can't imagine how bad that would be, but I guess it's for the memes, so that makes sense. Sending love to Cody, thanks. Yeah, I really should have gotten the camera and brought him out to stream, but I didn't do that before all this. I didn't do it now. A lot of people seem to really like your closed captions, as horrible as they are. Oh yeah, you have them scrolling at the top. Ah, right, I noticed that, that's true. I might do that then for the memes, why not? I'll do that sometime, why not? That's interesting. Just for the memes, yeah, exactly. I get it now, okay. I see where we're coming from with all this. Well, that's all fine. I still want to figure out the sound issues. You've had people laugh, have laughing fits over the crap it comes up with. Alright, that's worth it then. I'll do it for the fun of it. No, I'm pretty sure that the closed captions just don't make any sense. That's pretty normal, where they just don't understand what's happening. Alright, let's do these frickin' things. Alright, we're gonna do... Oh, we gotta open this. Gotta open this. Alright. Sometimes you look up as something crazy. Well, okay, now I really do want it. Ooh! That's a cool looking Nodachi for 1 gold. Can I resell that for 100? This is all mine. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, whoa, cool. Somebody's putting all this stuff up. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize how many things I have up there for images. You know, these actually sell, by the way. People have been buying them slowly. So it's actually worth putting them up. At some point I'll sell this. +1 give Cody? Alright. I know. I'll bring Cody onto the stream. Not right now, but next time. I have to hook up the camera and everything. Sinister Barry was using the camera before. I just haven't had... I don't know. I just didn't hook it up since. I mean, I'm here. It's not like I've ever... You know. I'm generally good for camera. What do I want to do? Oh, yeah. Okay, we gotta get these out of the way, alright? We gotta do this stuff. I know it's like whatever. It's not the most interesting thing, but I have to get these frickin' things out of my inventory because I'm tired of them. Also, somebody's been putting up purple ones for really cheap. And those ones I might actually do. Especially if they keep putting them up even cheaper. Okay, so that actually fit perfectly well in my inventory, but I need 10 more spots, so... This stuff can all go away. I still haven't done anything with these venom grenades. I have to do a lot of testing. I just haven't thought about it lately. This. And this. And this stuff. And this stuff. Okay. Now, we'll take the last ones. The screen is so big. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to get the 3080. The new NVIDIA card. Oh, God. Oh, I can't wait. I really want it. It's going to be good. But yeah, UI is super small, and I'm very happy with that. I'm super happy with that. And now I really want good performance as well, and the dedicated encoder that's better than what I have right now in the 1080 Ti. So, oh man, I'm so excited. I really hope that it increases performance for the game, it increases performance for you guys. Could make a big difference, but we'll have to see. So, okay, what I wanted to do is take this away, and I wanted to get rid of these frickin' things. So, let me turn on, let me turn this thing on, so hold on. God, where's my map for everything? What is this Excel application called that I got? What is it called? I don't even remember. Damn it. I downloaded some kind of an Excel replacement, right? Like a free version. And I don't even remember what the name of it is, so I can't even pull it up again. Oh, but you know what? I know where the file is. I'll just open it up through there. Oh god, that was probably loud for you guys. Alright. The file... Aha! Arcade map coordinate log. Bam. What the... Oh, okay. Alright, we gotta get this stuff out of the way. Here we go. Come on. Warning. Upgrade to premium. I don't want to print things. Okay, here we go. Alright, we got the map. Everything is good. The only thing I want to do is scrunch up this data, because it's all over the place right now. So let me just do that. I haven't actually done this before the stream. I should have done this earlier. But I didn't, and we're just going to have to live with that. So let's move all this up to there. And I hope that these are still in the correct order. If I go and like sort my inventory, we'll have to find out. Alright, here we go. Alright, looks correct. And then if I go into my inventory and sort it, the first one should be 0, 40, 44. It isn't. Well, we're fucked. No. Why? What is the sorting on these? How does this stuff get sorted? It's so stupid. Every time you relog in, it just jumbles up randomly again. Ah. Alright, whatever. I don't know, man. This sucks. Alright. Fine. I'm gonna... Here's my map. Let me show you guys so that you can see what I'm talking about. What we're gonna be doing today. F8. And then I go here, and then I go like this. Oh, Growlgate too, but okay. It's mostly covered. Did that work? Hello? Oh, no, it didn't. Of course not. Sources. Hey, there it is. So this is the map for today. Alright, it's a bunch of dots all over the place, but I gotta get through them. And then we should be fine. And then I'll be done, and I can finally not have to worry about these frickin' maps clogging up my mailbox all the time, because that's really what's going on here. So that's what I'm going to do today. We're just kind of hanging out, answering questions at the same... Ooh! Marianople's in 3rd tier. Hold on. Everybody relax. I got to do a little bit of math. Is it worth me investing blue salt bonds? Let's go see. What is the income on Marianople? Also, while we're at it, is Gwenet at level 2? No. Is Villanelle at level 2? No. Is Silent Forest at level 2? No. Because I need... What? Did it just switch back to Marianople? That was weird. I need the flowers from all these regions so that I can finish up a project. Alright. What's going on here? Well, what's the time left? 14 days. Okay. The income is 22,000, almost 23,000, and the amount of people that have invested... Okay. So I see one person has invested in 664 blue salt bonds. Already I don't feel like this is worth it. So 664, 0 plus 1570. So I'm going to add up all these contributions together. Oh, there's me on the board with my 10. And that's it. This is the only people with contributions. Okay. So, somebody actually re-rated their rocket boots. And they didn't even put on the anti-falling damage. Alright. Anyways, so that's 10,690. That's actually not... That's not worth it. Because... Okay, 10... What is that? How does this work? So let's say you have 10 contribution like me. That's 10 divided by 10690 times 22442. That's 20. 20 gold per blue salt bond. That's not good. I mean, it's okay. But that's not actually worth me investing into, is it? Damn. Maybe I shouldn't be doing Marianople anymore. Maybe I should go somewhere else, like, plop something down in Cinder, because Cinder and Uni seem to be pretty often ticking. The only problem is I don't think anybody's actually crafting stuff there, so usually the region gold amount isn't that good. But if I were to invest in here, it would just be really, really bad. 20 already. 20 blue salt bond, or 20 gold per blue salt bond is already very low. I'm surprised they actually put in so much into it. But maybe that's like an alt or something. Damn. Where would I go then? Wait, why is Kark at level 2? Maybe that's just what it happens to be at. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna deal with it, I guess. I'll just let it be. I don't actually think it's worth it. Alright, so back to the map. So we are gonna go to... we're gonna go here to start, right above these mountains. What is that? Hell Swamp, and we're gonna go to Haven. Let's start off with this. That's so weird though, like I had actual sound problems though lately. Like it's actually been an issue. Like out of nowhere, suddenly there's sound volumes that are kind of all over the place. So I'm glad that we kind of went through and fixed that up. Because I should generally be loud enough that you have to turn down the volume to about half. That's what I'm going for. And then you can just control the volume based on your own devices, right? That makes a lot more sense anyways. Alright, let's go over here. Oh man, this is gonna suck. I have to do so much stuff to make this work today. Just because it bundled, like, it jumbled up all the maps to be all over the place. This is gonna suck. Alright, whatever, fine. And I don't even know which one I'm going to. Like... Man. I don't even know which one this is. I mean, I'm sure that it's right here next to this thing. But, let's see. Am I just gonna get super lucky? No, I don't think so. Okay, I need to figure out a way to do this then. So, oh no, I'm not even there yet. Right now, my coordinates, I might be right here actually. No? Oh, it could be. Alright, that's not it. So let me actually use the sextant. And the coordinate that I'm at is 1329. Alright, what's very, very close to this then? What's like within the minute amount? Or whatever the last one is. 1329. I see a lot of 1326. But that's not it. Especially... Oh, that actually could be it. Crap. Aw, man, that is it, isn't it? Okay, fine. I actually see exactly the coordinate. I'm at the correct location, but I need to go more west. Which is this way. Wait, no, I have to go more east. Never mind. And then I have to go to 1326. Oh, we just passed it. It's actually right here. Oh, I didn't realize it was that close. Alright, where are we? And, 2656, so we have to go a little bit more south. Oh god, that's already too much. Ah! The way this stuff works, it's so annoying. Alright, where are you? Get out of here, Mount. 26... Oh god, it's 26! Where is it? 2625. Have to go... more east. Yeah. What? How can it be right here? Man, this is gonna be... This frickin' treasure hunt's gonna be a bit much, isn't it? Where are you? Oh. Aha! Okay. Got him. What do the maps give you? Yeah, I'll explain in a second. So... Let me just finish this, because I gotta mark stuff off, because I got so many and I have an Excel sheet up with all the coordinates. And they all jumbled up, apparently, so, like, between logins. So now I have to do this properly. Alright, we did it. That was the correct one. Alright. So the maps actually give you things that are different based on the map's grade. So there's these rare maps, which are blue, there's the purple maps, and there's the heroic yellow maps, right? Now the blue ones, actually, they will give you one of the crystals, like a Sunlight Arcane Crystal or the other two. And they have a small chance, like about 10 to 15 to 20% chance to give you a Book of Aurora. And that, of course, is worth a little bit more, and what you're actually searching for. And the nice part is they actually do give you black pearls pretty frequently, too. The black pearls, because of the current market and the requirement for them, people have actually been needing them a little bit more, and so the prices of them have been pretty good. They might have changed by now. Let's see. Yeah, it's gone back down in price again. But at one point I've been selling them for 30 pretty frequently, so that was kind of nice. In general, I was kind of doing this, Ox, just to kind of check things out, see how it is, see if it's worth it. The purple maps have a chance to give you a superior glow, I think, as well as something else. The yellow maps have all that stuff, however, they also have a chance to give you higher values of things, and the Ionod crafting scrolls, like the Ionod weaponsmithing scroll, or the Ionod armor smithing scroll, and those things. So that's what the yellow ones are good for. Now these maps generally come from ghost ships, and you know, the ghost ship will drop one of a random grade. However, the reason why right now the market is oversaturated with them is because somebody is big belly fishing. And they don't know what to do with all these maps that they're getting from Big Belly Fishing, so they are putting them up for really, really cheap, and I'm going to keep waiting until they put them up for even cheaper. This is just kind of like a side thing you could do for the hell of it. You know, if you're ever bored, you want to do something a little different sometimes, this is actually an extremely good way to make money, to be honest. And it is a lot of effort, right? There's a lot of effort, there's a ton of exploration that goes on behind it. However, around the world, there's actually a fixed set of locations where these actual treasures are. And if you do this enough, you'll just recognize where they are based on the nearby location. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the faster you'll be able to collect them because you already recognize the location of where the treasure is, right? Either because you recognize the location on a map that you've plotted out for yourself, or because you just recognize it based on the coordinates. And you can be like, oh, I know where that is. And you just go there and you dig it up. This is one of those things where there's an actual end game for treasure map hunting, because the end game is you remember where all the spots are, and you literally just go there and do it really, really fast. There's an actual end game to it. It's crazy, but it's true. Right now, of course, I'm still kind of like, all right, where's the actual coordinate, and I have to go and find it. But if you know everything, jeez, man, it's really, really simple, right? You just go through and you get all the maps done. Super simple. It's kind of awesome that's the way that it is, actually. I actually kind of enjoy that quite a bit. Alright, the next one is a little bit higher, so let's go to... God, it's actually right around here, isn't it? But it is a lot of effort in the early game, and I do kind of still like doing this occasionally. It's why I'm just kind of streaming right now, because I can do this and just chill with chat, answer questions while we do it, right? But not the most exciting thing. I just want to get them out of the way, because I had so many, and I do want to finish them. And I may as well do it on stream, you know, just to complete out the whole thing. And to say that I've done it. Alright, the next one is very nearby, 1325.9. So we're just gonna run to the correct west coordinate first. 1325.9. Wait a minute, that's not right. I mean, it is right. It's like, it's a little weird because it's over here. Oh no, I've already gone too far. Never mind. We're good. We just have to go like this. And yeah, pretty much northwest. 1325.9 and 1911.36. Alright, get out of here. 1325.9, 1911. So it's right here. It's next to this big tree. Alright, get out of here. Is it next to this dead guy? No, am I just gonna get lucky and run into it by accident? Aha, I did. I got lucky and ran into it by accident. Bam. Amazing. And look, there we go. So we get another sunlight crystal, and we have a black pearl. So the black pearl, not worth as much. I'll probably wait till the prices can go back up to 30. But let's see, maybe we have a duplicate, right? Last time we did this, we had 5 duplicates in one location. So we got really, really lucky with that one. This one I don't think is a duplicate. So, that's fine. Let's move on to the next. What? Why did I get rid of... Oh no, I messed up my sheet. Damn it. I see what I did wrong with my sheet. Okay, well, not a big deal, I guess. No, it's kind of a big deal. No, it's not a big deal. Alright, next one. We are... I'll just fix the Excel sheet later on. Alright, next one. We are going up to... Wait, is this the big slime? Oh, no, it's not. We're going up to here. Just up the road. But yeah, I mean, I'm also streaming right now to help answer questions, so if anybody does have any Arcade-related questions, feel free to ask. We can go have conversations about all sorts of stuff, proficiencies, or theory crafting builds, or, you know, talking about different stuff that's going to be coming to the game from what's in Korea. I mean, any kind of questions you might have, this is a good place to ask and learn a little bit more about stuff. Or if you want to talk about mechanics, or maybe some of the Reddit posts that I've come up with that have talked about hidden mechanics in the game, it might be a good idea to... What the hell is going on? Whoa, the swamp's curse. What is all this? Okay. I guess that's a thing. Oh, I actually know where this one is. It's not weird lag, actually. That's the mount. The mount was having, was debuffed by the swamp. Alright, so... I forgot what happens when you do this. Health is slightly decreasing. Oh, just by being near them, right? Okay, anyways. I need to find the nearest map location. Just trying to come back to the game after about 7 months. Welcome back, then. To AAU, I'm guessing, right, Ox? I know, you were on the streams before. Specifically mine, I remember. Let's go... Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. What do I know? Oh, now it's red. Hit it again. And win, yeah, okay, cool. Well, welcome back, yeah. There's a lot going on, West and East. Win's been pretty interesting lately. West specifically has so many different guilds working together now, finally, that it's been pretty fun. Alright, you guys gonna come back? Come on, buggy boys. Oh, you're green now. Green means go. Okay, I don't know what the point of this is. I've forgotten already. Yeah, there's been full raids for stuff, definitely. Especially over the weekend, since it was double honor and everything. So people have been trying to do every event that they could. Which makes perfect sense, of course. Let's go to... Gosh, what was he gonna do? Oh, yeah, I need to use the sextant first. So this will tell me my approximate coordinates, 1331. I see one here that is pretty close at 1326. So let's go to that. 1326 is east. About this much. Okay. Oh, right over here. And the south coordinates are 1832. So actually we just need to go a little bit north. This looks about right. Yeah, this is it. It must be right here. Where are you? No? Am I wrong? Stop playing around when people were on average 7 to 8 gear score, so it's on behind. Should I buy a garden expansion or wait until higher gear score? So the garden expansion is nice because you could already start getting the daily done, even just to like rank 2 or 3 or whatever. You know, get a friend or whatever, work with them if you're in a guild. There's a lot of guilds actually go and farm together, and so it kind of works out. Maybe secure that first, that you can actually go and help out and get that stuff done. And then, yeah, sure, buy the expansion. I think it's on sale right now, but I might be wrong. Maybe that sale is over by now. Or wait till there's a sale if you need to, but generally it's pretty good. You know, those exiled Haram infusions are pretty good because of the fact that... Well, it actually gives a pretty glow to you. I just realized that. What does it do? Increases max health and mana? For Oh, only when you're nearby. Wait. What's the point? What if I leech this from someone? Like, I leech it... What if I leech this from someone? And then do you have it forever? Sorry, getting distracted. It's only like 300 more health anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, if you can secure that, that's good. Those infusions are nice because they only work for tier 4. So like once you have something to Glorious Haram, you can use it on it then. But they're nice because they give such a huge chunk of XP that it's, you know, an easier way to get up to a legendary, which is, you know, epic legendary, honestly, even just getting stuff to tier 4, which will give you epic equipment, is pretty damn decent and competitive already, especially if you understand how the stats curve off at the end game. And they curve off massively, you know, the actual gains. And in the meantime, if you are in any kind of PvP situation, Ox, now you have a really good reason, since you're behind. You could be the person in the back lines playing really powerful crowd control and buffing classes to keep your friends alive and keep your enemies disabled, right? You can actually play those classes. They are very, very necessary, and it's an underplayed kind of support gameplay, which is really unfortunate. But in a lot of cases, it's better to have one of those than it is to have a DPS, right? It's like essentially a backline tank. So you may want to consider those kind of classes just for any kind of PvP situations, and then for non-PvP situations, switch over to whatever classes you would normally play. But, you know, bringing in Witchcraft, Occultism, Aromancy, even Shadowplay as a buffing tool is kind of nice. You know, Shadowplay also has Leech, so you can leech a target, you know, and steal some kind of critical buffs, especially if it's a tank or somebody. That might just be a different, more fun way to approach the game and get back into it from kind of the safety of the back lines, where, you know, you won't get killed as fast, and especially if you have Aromancy, you'll definitely stay alive a lot longer. And Aromancy has massive buffs from the back lines that people are, again, very much neglecting. For example, Protective Wings, especially the Flame version from the back lines, is a very, very powerful tool, but keep in mind that Protective Wings also, the Flame version also works on enemies, so you specifically want it to cover just your allies, and it's a really good way to make that work. Even Bracing Blast is amazing from Aromancy because it actually pushes back enemy tanks into their backline, effectively making them useless, not to mention silencing them for 3 seconds, so they're really unable to get back into the fight. And so there's a lot of tools in Aromancy like that, and like Health Lift and Thwart, that'll buff all of your allies, and you know, keep yourself alive as well with the passives that are really underutilized, but are very unique and fun ways to play the game. So to get back involved in the game is really, really easy, actually. The Garden does make it simpler to level up Tier 4 stuff, and a lot of people will start going into the Garden early just because they want to already start to collect up the infusions, even though they don't need them right away, right? But I have really enjoyed how West has kind of all been working together. Everybody's been very nice to each other. It's been significantly less toxic of an environment. People are actually just chill. And there's so many people. Now, of course, East is literally just, for the most part, one guild, and that's kind of it. So East, if anything, is dead right now. It's very unfortunate that's the way that it is, but, you know, nobody wants to play with Oso, right? There's tons and tons of toxicity that comes out of there. So I get that for sure. I mean, I have everybody on that, on the guild blocked, I noticed, because anybody who's ever said anything stupid in chat, I just block immediately. There's a lot of West people on that list. But I've noticed that everybody from Oso, I've just not heard a word from them for months, and I've realized why. So, just kind of how it is. Alright, we actually have to get this treasure thing, because I want to get this out of the way, alright? Alright, we're pretty close. 1326, we're looking for 1326. Amazing. 1832.55. Oh, 32.55. We gotta north a little bit here. Gotta go like this. Yeah. It's right here next to this tree. Yeah? Aha! Okay, we're good. Since you came back, you haven't seen much toxicity. I mean, you'll see it, but I don't know. I just block everything that's stupid. Because I don't want them to, like, appear on a stream or anything, too, right? RPing as Dora the Explorer. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. We're not really exploring anything crazy, and there's no fox that's chasing me. Yeah, I think we're good. There's no fox that's chasing me. But yeah, you're right. That's pretty much what we're doing. Alright, looks like we just got a Starlight Crystal, or Moonlight Crystal from that. Alright, let's go. So that one's done. Let's go to the next one, which is just north of here. Oh god, where is that? It's like... that's not it. It's like right there. What is that? Up there on the crossroad. Or where the road curves. Yes, Spider Bros. Oh wait, I actually need to get this quest done. Yeah, while I'm in the area, what the hell, man? We'll go do this. While I try to also find out what coordinate this next map is in, because it's very similar. And from the looks of it, it is this one that I've marked down for myself. So that's good. We'll take a look at that in a second. Anything good on this board? Nope. Definitely not. Anything good on this board? Nope. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Crap. There's one problem with this. I have no idea which one of these is actually the Spider Bros. Is it the last one? I think it's the last one. My gut instinct says the last one. It is. Okay, good. Whew. This is how often I do this. It's like a blip in the back of my mind, but I ended up being correct. Great. Amazing. Go me. Happy to see they changed a lot of dailies to weeklies. You know how many people have been complaining about that? A lot. Oh, man. Oof. Oof, the complaints have been out the door. You know what people have been complaining about? We're not getting enough. I mean, it's not untrue. They want dailies, though. That's what these complaints are about. Like, why don't we have the dailies anymore, you know? Well, that's because you get them all at one time. No, we want dailies because we want more. It's like, that's not how it works. You're still getting the same amount, just in a shorter period of time. Yeah, dailies, yeah, are a little bit too much. The weeklies have been nice. You get everything up front, and, you know, obviously if you don't get enough to upgrade everything in 1 week, you have to wait another week to try, right? That's the complaint. But that's the point. You're getting all of them up front. It's much easier. Technically speaking, you can farm for the blue and yellow scrolls significantly better than anything else, so getting up to tier 4 to begin with is much nicer. What am I doing running around this tree? I need to actually use the sextant. 1338, 1817. So we're on the correct south-north. We just have to go very far to the west. And I bet it's next to that tower. Yep. Okay. I think I've done this one before. I actually know where it is. It's in here. Huh? Can't ever please everybody? Yeah, I know. It's true. It's very true. With any change, somebody's gonna be pissed about it. That's fine. I really shouldn't be saying what I'm saying. The truth is, this was known. It's totally normal. I shouldn't be making fun of people or whatever. That's my bad. Okay, we got a Black Pearl out of that one and another Moonlight Crystal, so we're good. Let me mark that one off. But yeah, you're right, S-Bucks Mercy. It's right. You'll never really be able to please everybody, and hopefully those folks have kind of figured it out and have been able to upgrade their equipment anyways. But yeah, it takes time to upgrade equipment, whether it's going to take you a week or two or a month, right? And there is a progression to all of this. Yes, people can go and farm mobs constantly, right? They can farm mobs and get all of the things they want. It's just going to take a long time. These double loot drop weekends are really nice for that. I hope we get some more of them over the course of this month if they're going to make a big deal of, like, the birthday celebrations and everything. It sounds like they are. It actually sounds like almost every weekend is going to be a double something. I hope that's the case, because they've been kind of saying, oh, we're going to have double everything several times. Hold on, let me check Discord here. Installing updates. What? I didn't ask for that. Why is it suddenly doing that? Give me 1 second. What's going on here? Discord. Stop it. Whatever you're doing, stop. Okay, thank you. What do they say exactly? They said... Well, I don't know. I thought they, mentioned somewhere that, there's going to be tons of celebrations and a lot of double stuff, so maybe that'll happen. I don't know. Took a month of the dailies to get full tier 5. Oh. Well, that's from the garden stuff, but that's nice. Jeez. That's... You do realize how ridiculously lucky that is, right? I'm just saying. But tier 5, right? You don't mean tier 4, maybe? You mean tier 4, right? You probably mean tier 4, right, Mercy? What else do you think we're going to get? I don't remember what we had for other anniversaries, to be honest, so I don't think I can even make a guess, Hugan. Normally I can make some kind of an educated guess, but I'll be honest. I have no idea. Alright, we gotta go to Halsey for this next one. Pathfingers, yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, so tier 4, right, so that's good. Took months of dailies to get tier 5. Yeah, so in general it's okay, but yes, I do wish that we had weeklies back then too, totally. I really do. Jake's song, Serendipity event maybe, yeah, I mean it could be anything. The events have been actually quite different lately. And if they are working alongside XL, which we know they are now, right? We know they are very specifically for these events because look at this freaking costume design contest. XL is all over that, right? So that's pretty good. I have some high hopes for this being kind of interesting. Ox, I think we were a little late switching to weeklies. Should have been sooner. Oh, I agree. I wish it was always like that, let's be honest, right? Was it a big complaint from a lot of people on launch? Yes. No, I generally like weeklies a lot better, but... Alright, I need to find this. Let me take coordinates really quickly and see where I'm supposed to be. I have to be... Well, I have to be in, the mountains here, actually. So it's a little bit north. Let's go check there. You got shit luck with the garden scrolls? Yeah, I've kind of stopped with them, because the gain is so low, and I kind of want to keep labor for other things. But the amount of value you get from going to tier 5 is 1% extra defenses on your armor pieces, 1%. That's it. And you don't actually get any synthesis stat bonuses. It's just the 1% extra. And on the weapons, it's a 4% boost on the weapons, which means it's more like a 3 to 3.5% on the actual damage that the weapons, the actual skill damage and stuff. So it's really, really okay. Like, you don't need tier 5. It's gonna be fine, right? As long as your weapons are tier 5 first, I think you're good. Everything else is just for show. So I've kind of just been not caring at all and neglecting it, because I'm okay. I have all the gear that I want to do whatever I need to do in battle and more, so I'm happy. So don't feel too bad about it or anything. But I do expect that they'll probably have like a double synthesis event at some point, Hugin, or maybe something of that sort. But because it's been a long time since we've had one. I don't know, I'm just saving up money right now, which I think everybody should be doing to some degree. Save up gold. I mean, if you're just like coming back to the game like Ox, don't worry about it. You go progress like normal, I think, but or maybe save up gold. I don't know. It's kind of up to you. There's a lot to do as a newer player, right? Or as a returning player. Tons of goals. But yeah, I'm saving gold. I'll wait to see what comes out this month because I can, anyways. I've got a lot of like things I want to accomplish with my gear still, like upgrading gems and stuff. But those can wait a little bit because I'm not really rushing. The costume contest is pretty cool, considering the amount of items we have seen in-game. Cosmetics re-released with minor and more changes. If they go and make a costume for us by design from a player, that's amazing. And they've done that before for other regions, so I'm glad that we finally have this contest. For those that don't know, I did put out a video on my YouTube channel explaining the Akash and talking about a ton of lore. I've gotten really good responses about that, and I guess as usual for my videos, which is nice. I'm very thankful for our community being a lot nicer for these kind of things, because I was expecting a lot more backlash. Ew, lore, blah, 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 but there's been really good responses, so I'm very happy about that. All that said, it's a very good video, honestly, and if anybody's looking for inspiration for making those costumes, or making your designs to try to win, I hope that video helps. And number 2, apparently they've announced that 2 people can enter the contest for each design, so 2 people could actually win the top prize. So, you know, if you lure, hey, Solomie, hello. Welcome back to the stream. It's been a long time since I've seen you around. How you doing, man? But yeah, I mean, there's 2 people that are allowed per submission, apparently. So, I mean, hey, if you really liked my video, alright, and it helped you somehow design your costume, I don't know, maybe throw my name on it. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not going to be making my own, but hey, we could both gain something out of this, alright? I'm just saying. If you want to, you know, maybe add my name onto your design, I wouldn't mind. I don't expect that to happen, but it'd be really funny to see like 14 entries with, yes, I made it, and also I used GamePro. That would be great. I wouldn't mind. It'd be very funny. You're doing better? That's good. I remember last time we were having some issues as well, which you'll have to remind me because I don't remember, but don't worry about any of that. If you're doing better, that's the most important part. You know, video games are not as important when it comes to, you know, life stuff comes first, and health and everything is more important. Is there a basic tip you can give me for making money? Last time I remember I was farming for silver crates for cash, that was months ago. Is that still viable? It is. Well, right now, because of the double loot and double drop everything, there's a ton of them in the market, so you know, the price has kind of gone down for them, Ox. Basic tips are honestly kind of the same. Farm dungeons when you can, if you want to do it. Like, I don't do this anymore myself, but, you know, because I make money from other really weird, crazy means, like what I'm doing right now, right? But anyways, in general, what people do for money is, you know, that's like a stable income. Farming dungeons, farming like the first boss of Howling Abyss, because you can Evanstone the accessory to give you a Starlight Arcane Crystal, which is worth like 30 gold. And you can do that 5 times a day, and even re-roll it so you can do it 5 more times a day. So that's something people do pretty frequently. They also do like the greater dungeons to get sun glow drops so that you can Evanstone them into superior glow, or just sell the sun glow just off the bat, right, for like 60 to 80 gold or something like that. Prices have gone down lately, again, because of the loot drop event, but in general, you know, it's a pretty damn good stable way to make money. Might not be the most interesting way, but people do these things, right? They're actually, all of the stuff that I'm explaining is fairly not labor intensive at all. Then if you want to invest your labor into making money and you don't want to just do it through coin purses, you can do it by other means. For example, the regular farming stuff, you can try to look at the auction house, check out when certain items are not on the auction house or missing from the auction house. For example, corn seems to fluctuate sometimes, so you can maybe buy low, sell high, or you just actually make it yourself and sell it when there's none on the auction house, and take advantage of auction house things like that. It's a lot. There's a bajillion ways. So yeah, basic tips are kind of. Yeah, I think those are the basic. I think that's as much as I can give you. I don't know what to tell you. There's like a million ways. Or people come up with their own ways to make money. You know how I made money this weekend? I even publicized it on the internet by streaming it. I went during Double Drop. I went over to Rookborn, over here where the into this area where the Yetis are. Okay, and I farmed the Yetis. I farmed them at a rate of 1,000 Yetis an hour, okay? But I only did it for 30 minutes on stream. And then I did it for 30 minutes this morning, but I didn't get anything good. But on stream, for that 30 minutes, I got a Fortune Teller's Crystal Ball, because I also used this Moonlight Juice. Okay, fine, whatever. It wasn't even in war. But I got a Fortune Teller's Crystal Ball, which I've sold for 2,000 gold. And I got a Whirlwind Gear pet thing for your house. It's like the weird little robot that plays music and dances around. It's got little flappy wings. Yeah, so I got one of those too, which I sold for 1,000 gold on a bid. And I tried to sell it for 1,500 with 1,000 bid, and it worked. Okay? And that was a zero labor investment for 3,000 gold, right? So for literally 30 minutes of work, what is generally actually a much harder thing to get, right? In reality, it is quite unlucky. The drop rate on those items is abysmally low, but because I go and farm Yetis at such a high rate, it's a little bit of a higher chance of me getting them quicker, right? And I publicized this. I made this known to everybody that I did this and made money off of it because I don't really care, all right? I'm not going to go there and do it again, all right? Or maybe I will, because nobody else is doing it still. My point is that there are a ton of ways to make money in this game, sometimes some of the most weird ways you can think of, and it works. Fortune Teller, Crystal Ball, 2K, what? Yep, absolutely. In fact, I sold several of them for 1K each a few weeks ago. Or the last time we had Double Drop, I farmed up like 4, and I sold all of them for 1K. So when I put it up for 2K last weekend, and it's, somebody bought it, I'm like, well, I guess these are worth 2K actually. So, because I try to go over in price, right? I try to squeeze out as much as I can get, and if I own a market, I'm going to take advantage of it. This is the fun part of the game that people kind of avoid or don't think about. Now, all that said, do some crazy things, right? Do crazy shit. Go look around, go look at stuff, take advantage of things. It's fun. I like doing that. It's a lot of fun for me. What? Oh god, it's just a freaking bush. I thought I came across the thing, which I've been not thinking about. Anyways, I think I've made my point. Price drop, but people are getting more, so it evens out. It eventually, it'll even out here again, exactly. And very soon, you'll see the price of Sunglow go back up. So if you want to just buy out the market here and resell it later, you'll probably make like 5-10% off of it. It's not too bad, but I wouldn't do it because I think it's still very risky, and you'd be holding on to these for some time. But people do it. Oh, don't worry about getting me off track. Don't worry about that. I have no problem with it. The last time I did these treasure maps, I farmed up pretty much the same amount as I have right now. And I had 5 Book of Aurorias from it. And I sold them all at a premium, of course, because I try to sell things for more than I should. And it worked, again. So I made my money back off these maps ages ago. Trust me. And I have no problem just tossing the maps out the window at this point. But for the stream's sake, I decided I'll try to get as much done as I can. I'm mostly streaming to help you guys out and to answer questions. My content of me lifting maps out of the ground or whatever, and lifting treasure out of the ground is not by any means interesting. But these conversations we can have to help people out are interesting. And then it brings in people like Solomy back into the stream, and then we can have a nice conversation that you end up finding out, oh, actually these things are worth quite a bit in my warehouse, right? We do this accidentally, which is much more entertaining, I think, than me just digging up some crap out of the ground. So don't worry at all about sidetracking me or anything. It's all good. That said, where's this next map? So we are at 12 1253. Oh, this is it right here. Oh, it's a double. Oh, it's a triplicate. Okay, we got a triplicate. Okay, here we go. Alright, so 1253.26. So we gotta go a little bit to the west. A little bit more. 1253. And then 1740. Oh, it's like here. Oh, it's on the other side of the wall. Go up the mountain, doggy. Come on. Okay. Rocket boots. Alright, what do we got? Is it here? No, it's actually a little bit more north. Okay. I don't remember ever having to go into here for one, so maybe I didn't do this one before. 1253, so we're still good on the west. Oh, never mind. And then 1740. Oh, it's right here, I think. Okay, 1740. Okay, we're actually perfectly on the correct north-south. We just have to go west. By like a tiny bit. By a really tiny bit. Is it right here? Uh, 5326. We gotta go a little bit more west. Oh, it's on the other side of that, isn't it? Okay, fine. Oh, come on. I just want to get this. Hold on. There we go. Get the FFV mod back in. I think it's right here. Alright, which side of the wall are you? Oh. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to do. 5326. $22. And then 45, so a little bit south. What? Is it in here? It's not in here. Where is this thing? Get out of here. What? The hell? Where is this thing? I have no idea. I'm 45. What? So I have to go south. We have to go south. Like this. It's not in here, right? No. Okay, this is actually really weird. Is that on the other side? Oh my god. Where is it? What is this thing? It's a triplicate too. I actually really want it. Alright. Where are you? Oh my god, it's on this side. Okay, fine. Alright, first one. We got 2 black pearls and a starlight crystal. Amazing. That's already very much worth it. Every starlight crystal is great from this. And again, I bought all these for 18 gold. They're down to like 10, so I'm just gonna buy them again. Or I'm gonna buy them, maybe the purple ones and yellow ones once they're really cheap. Because somebody's doing big belly fishing, alright? And big belly fishing with the 230k fishing at Freeditch, which is a very special type of fishing, gives you a big belly pouch, which you open up, and it rips open, and it can give you these treasure maps at a very, very high rate. And even purple and yellow ones. Somebody's been doing that like crazy with their ults, probably, and because of that, oh, that one just gave us sunlight, because of that, now the market is oversaturated with these treasure maps, which is amazing. And I'll go ahead and buy them out if I can actually make some money off of it in the short term. In the long term, if other people start doing these treasure maps, oh, this is a 4. There's 4 in here. Oh my god. Nice. 2 black pearls and a moonlight crystal. Jackpot. Well, not a jackpot because it's not an Aurora, Book of Aurora, but still. But anyways, if people start doing this like crazy, then obviously the prices of Arcane are going to go a little bit down. The prices of Black Pearl are going to go down. The prices of Book of Aurora have already been going down. If we take a look at it, it's already down to 250, where I used to sell them at 600. So, yeah, I mean, somebody's doing big belly fishing, it's screwing up the market, which is fine, right? It means that there is more access to these items, which means that there is a better way that players who need to catch up can, because now there is an oversaturation of treasure maps and the things that the treasure maps give. That's good. I think it's a good thing for the long term for newer players. If we look at Ionod scrolls, here's an accessory scroll, and these don't generally sell, but you know, 100 gold, 150 gold is not too bad, and these can come from the yellow scrolls, and the weapon smithing and armor smithing can as well. So they can come from the yellow maps. Alright, so I got 4 out of this. So that's 1, 2, 3. Where's the 4th one on my list? There it is, 4. Okay, now, go back to my map. There's someone Eastern Halcyona. Just about there. Alright, cool. Luke's, what server am I on? This is the Wind server. Alright, we're going over to the next one. Just outside of town from the looks of it. I guess while I'm here I could kill the, well, let's kill one. Let's kill this giant robot. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get something interesting out of it. Noble's Coin Purse. Not so interesting. Alright. Oh my god, Aegis. Wait. Double Honor is over, right? I don't really care about this. I actually think I did Aegis this morning, when it was still Double Honor. Did I do... I don't remember. I think I did it. But whatever, I don't want to do that right now. I want to get these maps out of the way. I'm either going to get these out of the way today, or I'm just going to trash the rest of them, because I don't want to deal with it. Honestly. Oh, you know what I could do? I can store them on my alt. I don't even want to do that. I don't think I have enough space. Screw that. Oh, I could make a mule alt. I have enough character slots anyways between my 2 accounts, since I only use 1 character per account. I could make a mule alt and just store all the crap that I don't want on them. But, like, even that's too much work, and I don't want to deal with it. I just toss them. I don't even care. We'll see what we can do today until I get really bored, and then I'll just toss the rest. I've already made my money off this, alright? It's crazy. Joining server, new to the game? Well, be careful, because it depends on what you're looking for. And I am mostly a solo player, so while I'll help people on stream, as people realize, off-stream I'm very different. Off-stream I'm even more sarcastic, and I'll still help new players, to be fair, and people ask me questions all the time, but in general, I try to do my own thing, you know? Now, all that said, Wind West has been really, really fun lately. People have been working together quite nicely. Wind West is like, you know, a whole bunch of different guilds all working together, so it's been actually really entertaining, honestly. There's generally land available in different places, like all over the place. There's slots here or there, so it's not too bad. But I guess the prices for land aren't too bad either if you wanted to buy out something. So yeah, generally they're scattered all over the place in all sorts of different zones. Okay, what am I looking for? So I am supposed to find one around here, and my... But anyways, yeah, so depending on what server you're looking for, Luke's, you may, like, if you want, like, a more PvP super active server, you might want to go to Tyrenos, because in Tyrenos, every faction is generally pretty balanced, and it's been a lot of fun for a lot of people. So that is something to consider as well. Wind West is more of the underdog experience, because Wind East tends to own most of the content, most of the bigger content, at least, because they've got one guild there that is kind of super, super crazy geared compared to everybody else. So I like the underdog experience. That's why I have enjoyed, you know, my gameplay here on the server. But, you know, you really can't go wrong, honestly, with whatever your choice is. At some point, they're probably going to open up transfers or even merge servers, and to be on one of these servers is nice in the meantime, because you can take advantage of those transfers or get merged if you need to. The new Fresh Start servers that came out, which is also an option, Luke's, is to, I think you still need the Garden expansion, but like that's the only way to get access to the Fresh Start server. But that's kind of nice because obviously it's a new server and stuff, right? You know, it's like 3 or 4 months old. All that said, they're probably not going to be merged or have transfers available for probably another half year, where if it's going to come to any servers first, it's going to be to the current servers that are around, right? You're more into farming and making gold, not Yo PvP, but not your number one. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Not your number one like priority. I see. Yeah, I guess that's alright then. It's kind of up to you. Again, you can't really go wrong with any server. Generally, most of the servers are really, really good. Most, I say, you know. And I've actually heard pretty good things about most of them, but there's probably a couple that aren't doing so well in terms of pop. All right, fair enough. Yeah, it's up to you. I don't like skewing people's opinion for anything. That's the problem. You know, if you're like, oh man, the streamer's on win, I want to go to win too. I don't like that because then I feel like I'm at fault. You know, and I don't want to be. I'm not like, I'm not trying to skew people's opinions or anything. So the choice is yours. You get to do whatever you want. Do I own land? Yeah, I do. I have a lot of land around Diamond Shores, and that my family owns as well. But I don't do any kind of like farming or anything like that. I've been kind of experimenting a bit by breeding the bears, which has actually been kind of alright for like a thing that I barely have to pay attention to. Not that I'm treating the bears bad. The bears are treated very well. All right, there's no need to call PETA here, but I do also own this history house on Wynn on the west side, which is a public house and has every book in the game on Arcade Unchained currently, as well as a whole bunch of other sort of historic or lore-related artifacts all over the place. And I'm really happy with that house, and I want to keep loading it with more and more stuff, right? Let's see. You like to farm or fish? You're excited to make your clipper? Your friend got me into the game? You'll both love and hate your friend for getting you into this. It's true, yeah. The server your friend is joining, sure enough. I see. I gotcha. Alright, that's fair enough then. Cool. All good then. But it's true, yeah. Arcade is a very long-term game. I mean, it's a game made to be played for years and years and years, and a lot of players don't realize that or what they're getting into. But that's awesome. I love it. I love that that's the fact of what it is. You know, like a lot of MMOs you can play and you're encouraged to just play whenever you want, which is cool. But Arcade has always been this massive progression over time where you get all this other really, really cool stuff. They keep introducing new things, and so over the years you want to keep doing stuff, and it's a long-term progression game that a lot of people don't treat that way for some reason. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to go in and win, and then I'll just go and quit the game. It's like, what? That's not what an MMO is about. But alright, if that's what you want to do, you haven't won. I have, because I'm still playing an MMO and enjoying it, right? For a longer period of time, so good luck. Whatever you say is winning is up to you. Bucks, you breed bears too. Always send the cubs to guilds so we can get an army of bear battles. Bear battle pets. That's pretty good. I did actually end up growing one because it wouldn't end up selling, and the market's oversaturated at the moment. So I do have this guy, Grasshopper, and I think he's got all the best moves actually, but I don't remember what the other taunt one was, but he does have Berserk, which is amazing, and for damage anyways. And he has Slam, which is good for the stun at close range. I kind of wanted Overwhelm, actually, but it's okay. Guard Dog, I think, is okay. 15-second cooldown for an aggro. Everything else is okay. So anyways, I have him, but I'm not really going to use him because I tend to stick to other pets, so I really just want to get him to level 55 to say that I've done it. And I still kind of want them out for the same reason, just to say that I've done it, but it's not a goal of mine right now. Mostly just want to sell them for gold. Luke's in Unchained, it's one-at-a-time payment. You have Patreon all the time. Yeah, it is. It's the best thing. How, like, it's amazing. I don't have to be stressed anymore about anything. Like, if I take a break from this game, I could do that and not have to pay every single month to keep my housing and property up, you know? It's the most stress-free game ever for an MMO for a one-time payment. It's amazing. I don't think people realize the benefits here. When they were like, everybody was like yelling about DLC, oh my god, oh my god. Alright, chill people. This isn't Legacy, alright? It's a different environment, I get it. It's not going to be the same thing. But oh my god, do we have it better, alright? It's really, really nice. Ox, there isn't much of an instant gratification arcade, but the long-term achievements are really fun. Exactly, yes. And I think they're trying to make Arcade more instant gratification, right? Like, look at all this stuff now. Look at these things. They have a missing thing called Naval Arena that's not here, but that's another thing. There's the Golden Plains battle throughout the day. You've got all these other raid instances you can chill at. You have all these different dungeons. Some of them, you know, this is a single, which one? This is a single player dungeon. You know, first like a solo dungeon, right? You've got Missung Banquet, which is literally a tower defense. You can play whenever you want with your friends. There's so much stuff to do. Like, it's just, it is also overwhelming. So they're trying to push instant gratification. It's good. I think it's a good thing because it's kind of necessary nowadays. It's like the meta for any game. But we're getting there. So far it's been pretty good. I've been enjoying my time playing video games as usual. And I'm still going to take a break from Arcade. You know, at some point I'm going to get burned out. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. It means that, you know, you're actually enjoying the game too. But I'm not going to quit forever. I'm going to take a break, do some other stuff, and then come back to Arcade. You know, maybe I'll be under-geared again so that I have something to catch up on. That's fine. I have no problem with that. You know, I'll take like a month or two break occasionally too. It's normal. That's how it should be. I just don't want to have to pay during that time to keep my housing up. That's great. You know, the fact that I don't have to do that anymore. Bucks, you've got both the Battle Pet and the Mount. One guild, they kept getting mounts, so you cut them off? What? But the mounts are supposed to be harder to get, right? Isn't the mount supposed to be like the super rare one? I don't know what super rare means for them. Maybe it's 50-50. But I haven't done enough research in my 6 years of playing to know, you know, how breeding works, because that's just not something that I ever got into. What the hell are we doing here? Could we just... Alright, hold on. Let's get another map. Alright, where are we? 1138. What's close to that? 1134 is pretty close to that. Ooh, we're actually right next to it. 1134, 1740, 51. 1134 is west. 1730... Oh, 1740, 51. So it's right around here. Okay, 1134 is here. Ish. Right here. 1740 51. 1740 51. 1738. 1740. 1134 is a little bit to the east. Oh, is it up here? I mean, it could be, right? That looks like a pretty good place for a treasure map chest thing. If I can actually get up there with just my mount alone. Okay. Fine. Let's see if it's up there. Used to be in Legacy, now it's more 50-50. Oh, really? Is it really? It's really 50-50, huh? Huh. What do you know? If it is 50-50, then maybe I will open up some more. See how my luck goes with it. How my coin flip luck goes. 1740, 51. So I need to go a little bit south. Okay. Bam. And then I need to go a little bit to the west. What? I'm on the correct location. I just need to go south. Okay, there we go. He just says garbage luck. I had to go back in line to wait for more cubs. Oh, man. Jeez, how many... What's your breeding going on there? What, are you just pumping them out every day? Like 14 cubs every single day? Jeez. I haven't been nearly that lucky. Alright, what did I get for that? I got... Oh, I got 2 more black pearls and another crystal for Moonlight. Nice. Alright, so that's done. Oops. Cancel. The next one is... Oh, that's actually in Sandeep, huh? Let's see. It's right here. Yeah, it's literally right there. What is that? Oh, it is Sandeep. Okay, I gotta be really careful with this one, because I can't go back up the mountain if I screw up. So we're gonna be careful with exactly the location for this next map. This next treasure chest. You wish you've got lazy males? Oh my god. Mine have been not lazy, but they've been mostly sterile, so I don't know what to say about my bears. I'm just lucky none of them have died yet. I mean, you probably do the same trick, right? You keep all the females as, what is it called when they've got the, like, the little red flowers around them, or pink flowers? What is it? You keep them like that, right? That's what I do. And that way they have, you don't have to feed them as often or anything, and they have a less likely chance to die, right? Because they're not getting fed as often. You have 4 males. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 males as well. So yeah, we probably have the similar plots then. I've got like a plot and a half full of them. Alright, where the hell is this? I'm gonna screw this up massively, aren't I? It's gonna be like, oh, it's not up here, and then I go down there and it's actually up here. I'm afraid of that happening. Alright, where is it? 11, 19, 15, 4. That's not it. 11, 16, 18, 17. That's it. So, oops. 11, 16. Where's 11, 16? We need to go very far east. We're still in the correct northeast, or north-south, so. 11, 16. Alright, we passed it. Okay, 16, 48, just to... Okay, it's right here. Okay, perfect, right here. Now, it's 18, 17, 25, which means from here, it is north. Oh, wow, it would be down there, wouldn't it? That's absolutely where... Ah! Okay, we're fine. It better be down here. Oh! Sky Meets Cave. Sky Meet Cave. I'm not gonna question this. All right. Right here. If I'm gonna dig up treasure, it'd be right here. No? Or rather, if I were to put treasure into the ground, it would be right here. This seems like a great place for it. No? 18, 17, 25. That is actually more south than this. 18, 17, 25. So, okay. Oh, we did it. Hey. Sky Meet Cave. Hope that's just a poorly translated Korean. It probably is, yeah. Let's be honest here. Oh, we got a black pearl and a starlight crystal. Hey, nice. Amazing. Alright, is there a duplicate or no? We'll find out. No duplicate. Okay, good. Oh, fine. Do I have any boats and do you fish? What's your top profession? That's a good question. So I do have all of the boats except for the fish line, so no, I don't fish. But I do occasionally, just, you know, I hop on somebody else's boat. You'll see that I still have my fishing up because of that, and because I just, you know, I go to like the Mirage Isle Fish Fest and stuff. And I do a little bit of bait fishing because I needed some stuff for cooking. But anyways, so I do have like the, you know, the speedboat, I have like a galleon, I have a couple clippers, I have a mango barrel. I have all these things, but I barely use them. They're mostly... I just try to get as many things as I can for utility purposes, right? In case I need something, I'm ready. I have everything that I need, right? And so I've tried to at least build up my arsenal of stuff so that in the worst case scenario, I'm okay. My top profession, however, in all of this stuff... it's alchemy, but don't look at that, because I don't really do anything other than... like make my own potions, and like construction is at 102k, but that's not even something that I care about either. Mostly I'm larceny, right? Larceny is at famed because I do open coin purses, and mostly because I have an overload of labor at any one time. So that's a thing. I've kind of been just trying to get everything across the board because I want to get the titles for everything at 50k. So that's like something that I'm kind of working on over time. Like metalwork, I already have a 50k because of Dawn's drop, so that's okay. But like for everything else, it's like I'm trying to like level everything up. And you'll notice that I have actually maxed out my snowflakes 20 out of 20. Well, 20 out of 0, what the hell? This is a weird number. Anyways, I've maxed out my snowflake usage. So I've kind of just been trying to level everything. I'm trying to get machining up a lot, because with machining I can... Anybody who's repairing my boat will be able to repair it with a greater efficiency. We did the math for that. It's pretty nice. You get like 250 more repair per 10,000 machining. but I don't use my boat that often, right? But if I were to make a boat and use it for like PvP reasons, I'm set, and people repairing it would be able to do it more efficiently. Machining is also nice for some of the endgame stuff, because I do want to make vehicles, which I think will actually make sense in later patches too. But otherwise, it's like, I'm kind of working on commerce because I have a car, and I like doing trade runs sometimes, just because I like driving, so I'll do that a little bit. But larceny has always been a thing that I'll, like, oh, I have an extra bunch of labor, let's just open up some coin purses so I don't have to think about it, right? That tends to be how I do stuff. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of background to all this Luke's. I was trying to get famed for mining at some point, but then I'm like, ah, that's boring, I don't want to do it. But I wanted to get everything up to some degree. Just because, you know, I can. Because I can. I have so much extra labor all the time, I may as well. Alright. Next one. What do we got? We have another one in Sandeep. It's all the way on the coast, so we're going to run over there. At least it looks like it's on the coast. I'm actually not sure what that is. It could be in Halsey for all I know. Alright, let's make sure we actually get on the road here. Okay. So, this one... Oh, it's right there. No. Oh, I know where this is. Okay, I was actually expecting it to be more by the Nui, but... Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. That looks about right. Some kind of weird cove. Let's go check it out. There's most likely a treasure map, or a treasure chest over there, right? How long have we been doing this for? Ah, an hour and 40, okay. Jeez, just opening up treasure maps. I guess we started doing other stuff, so never mind, but... In general, an hour of doing treasure maps again. We did this for 4 hours the other day, or like 3 hours the other day, or something. I swear, if I don't get these maps out today, it's fine. I've already made my money off of them like crazy. I'm just gonna toss the rest. I don't wanna deal with this anymore. I'll do the purple maps, I think, especially if they become really cheap. And any yellow maps that are also cheap. But these blue ones I think I'm done with for the most part. I'm not like Shappy. I'm not gonna go and do 100 at a time and remember where everything is and be really, really, really good at it. I don't want to do that. I kind of do, but I also don't, right? Like, it's a thing you could do in this game, which is interesting to me, but there's a huge time investment to that, which I'd rather be doing other stuff. Especially, I hate how it, like, eats up your inventory like crazy. Alright, I hope this isn't in the water. Oh, there's people here. I forgot about all this. This is like a thing. I think it's a questing thing, but still. Alright, we need to find the coordinates, and then 10,551 is pretty close to... Which one? 10,5... 1248, what? No, that's not it. Ooh, this one. No, that's not it either. Where the heck am I? 17... What? No, it's not in the water, right? Oh, better not be. Alright, let's see. It could be 9. So... What is around... Alright, listen, guy. Okay. Oh, I found it. 10,546, 1754. Okay, that's actually really close to where we are. A little bit to the west to get to 10,5. Okay. And 1754 is south. Like that. Okay, and then we're going to keep going south to 54. Oh, nice. I'm looking for treasure on a beach full of escaped pirates. I'm sure somebody at XL Games laughed when they were putting this one here. 10,546. I need to go more west. Ten 546. Okay, and then I need to go south. Aha! Got him. Let's get rid of this one out of my map. The gods are too busy to connect to now. Okay. Oh, we got another black pearl. Okay, and a sunlight crystal. Alright, do we have a duplicate here? Yes, no. No, okay, no duplicates. Fine. Alright, what's the next one? Man, we're clearing out this map pretty nicely, though. Oh, jeez, there's some off the coast of Ezi. Well, there's 3 together in White Arden. Is that White Arden? Let's see. Hold on. White Arden. It's, they're like all right here. Like right there. What is that? It is White Arden. Okay, let's go. That's an easy one. We get a bunch of them done. Ox, is it worth it to buy gold keys to open gold chests? So typically, yes. The answer is yes. And you could do a little bit of math yourself before, because it depends on the server that you're on and everything. I know you're in my server, but in general, I need to say this as an answer. Because it depends on what server you're on, and what the actual prices are of things at the time, and everything, right? The prices of Sunglow, the prices of gold to make the keys, the prices of the keys themselves. You can make them yourself pretty nicely if you just literally buy the, if you buy the resources yourself and even just put them on the crafting board so somebody else can craft them. So it's a lot, but it's a lot to think about. Oh, all these failed. All right, fine, whatever. I'll take care of it later. So it's a lot to think about. But that said, typically yes, it is good to buy gold, like the keys, because you'll still make a profit. But if you do buy the resources yourself when they're cheap, and you have on the crafting request board someone else make them, even if it's for a little bit, you will make a significantly higher profit. And that's exactly what I do. So I actually buy out resources for these things when it's cheap, like gold ingots. And right now there's like no gold ingots on here, right? But you see that the price has been going down. Somebody bought it a whole bunch this weekend because, I don't know, probably because somebody needs them, so right. But right now I've got like 71 gold crates. Maybe when I get to like 150 or 73 right now. Maybe when I get to like 150 I'll start to do this again. And I want to make a bigger profit for doing relatively the same thing, but instead of buying the keys, I'm getting them crafted myself. And it turns out to be a much better profit that way, obviously. But just buying keys straight up isn't too bad. You do lose a little bit of profit, but you are, you're doing it because it's like a convenience fee, right? It's a convenience to be able to get this stuff done instantly. And that's kind of up to you. Personally, I like to hoard up like a whole bunch of these, and then do them all at one time because I want to get access to more of the drops for more of these crates. So I'll hoard them all together and do everything at one time. So I'll typically wait and be pretty patient with everything so that I can maximize my value for the amount of gold crates that you tend to have. So that's kind of my strategy to it all. But also don't forget that the gold crates also give you gold too. Like they give you like 10 to 15 gold or something on top of the 3 to 5 Sunglow Lunarite. And if you open up a whole bunch in mass, then you get access after certain points, like 10 or 50 rolls. You'll start getting access to getting Luna Gems or Mana Storm Crystals, which are essentially just diligence. So that's kind of how it works, Ox. Again, I'm very much in favor of just making them myself. I do like to maximize profits, especially for something that is such a slow thing to get. I've got plenty of time to try to maximize those profits. Alright. Let's head over to where the nearest blop on my map is. And it is here. Alright. And what is the nearest treasure map to this location? So right now I am sitting at 1121, 1120-ish. 1517. 1529. Where is 11? Aha, this one. Okay, I see a whole bunch in this area. That's actually perfect. This is all a really, really good spot. So, oh, what is this? This is a stone pile? This is not a stone pile. What kind of weird looking stone pile is this? Oh, it's just a big stone pile. Oh. It's like... Okay. Oh, it procced. What did I get? Nothing. I actually don't even want to deal with this. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, so let's go to... The nearest one is actually very close to here. 1119, which is a little bit to the west. So let's go right there. Oh, a little more. Okay. 111932. Okay. And then 154, which is north. So like that. And it's actually quite a bit to the north. 15.4 is actually like this way. Alright, where are we at? 15.8. It's not even all the way yet. What? Are we still in 1932? We are, actually. I have been going pretty nicely north. Okay. What the heck is this thing? Go reset. Alright, 15.4. Still up here. 15.4. Okay, 37. 37, okay. And then it's 1932. So. Aha! Nice. There should still be 2 more around here somewhere. What did I get for that? Oh, hey, we got our first Book of Aurora of the day. Alright. Great. And a Starlight Crystal from that. Awesome. Any more here? Is there a duplicate? Okay, no duplicates. Fine. The next one is actually... Okay, they're all very, very close to here. So the next one let's go to is a duplicate, actually. It's 1124, 1519. 1124, which is west. 1519 is just south, so it's like right here and then south, right? 1519. Oh, it's actually quite south. I think this is where the first one was, actually. I just happened to go to a different one first. Okay. 1124. Okay, we're perfect here. 151930. 151930. Still here somewhere. Oh, I know where it is. I've been here before. Like on Legacy when I was doing this stuff. I think it's on the other side of this wall. I've definitely done this one before, though. Aha. There we go. And this is duplicate. I have at least 2 that I've noticed in my list here. So from the first one, we got a Black Pearl and another Starlight. Amazing. And for the second one... we got another Starlight. Okay, great. Awesome. I've already gotten 5 out of this. We've pretty much been getting even numbers of crystals across the board, you know, both times that we've done this. And honestly, you know, like I said, and I do recommend people do this, I push the numbers here. So instead of putting something up for, you know, here, I'm going to do it this way. Instead of putting up for something for like 25 to 30 gold, right, to be up here, I actually do put stuff up at 45 gold. Because people do buy out this market very frequently, and you can tell because of these skyrocketed values that end up every single day, you know, 47 gold, 40 gold. You know, every single day the highest sale is pretty close to 40 gold. And so somebody every day keeps buying all of these out. So what I do is actually take this, put it up for 45 gold each, you know, for 48 hours, and someone within the next 2 days is going to end up buying them out, because I can see that every single day that happens, right? And if it doesn't, oh well, then I'm out 2 gold, or what was it, 9 gold, fine, whatever, but I risk it for a very massive reward. This is a way that I do make money a little bit higher than you'd expect, right? This is also a way to push up the market, right? Because if people are buying things for higher, it's deemed as acceptable. And so you push up the market this way to make things more expensive, but you gain the value out of it, right? You actually gain, you know, you take the gold away from people. And so I do that, absolutely. It's a way to play the market, for sure. Especially when the market is limited, and there's only limited resources. People who are greedy will go up and buy everything. Alright, so we've gotten the second one. There's no other duplicates here. Let's let me erase the second one from the duplicate, and the nearest one other than that is 11 to 11 to 15.5. 11.2 is actually very far east. And this is just a singular one, there's no duplicate here. Alright, we're almost there. 11.2. Okay, this should be good. Oh, it's a little more, actually. Alright, 11.2, good. It's actually 11.221, so it's more like this. Okay. And then we need to go north, like a smidge. Like a real smidge. Like a right there smidge. Like a, oh my god, it's... Wait, this is not it. Is it really? Wow. Okay, it is this. Huh. This is the right one. What do you know? I didn't even know you can find them while you're on your mount. I'm never going to get them off my mount anymore. Who knew? Alright, so I got another Moonlight Crystal and everything else is fine. Okay. Great. I'm never getting off my mount at this point. Alright, the next nearest ones are... God, they're all over the place. Alright, let's go there. Let's go here. We're gonna do... no, hold on. We're gonna do Graned. And it is right there. There we go. Alright, cool. Where do you get these treasure maps? And can anybody search for treasure? Yes, anybody can. There's no restriction or requirement. The treasure maps have generally a couple of sources. The normal one is ghost ships. Killing a ghost ship will give you a treasure map, and will give you one that is either blue, red, or yellow, right, in terms of the grade of the treasure map itself. What ends up happening is eventually somebody gets 230k proficiency in fishing, and they do that on an alt, and then they take that character and they plop them down in Freeditch, and all they do all day is a unique type of fishing, which is actually a bait fishing, called Big Belly Fishing, okay? And so they sit on Freeditch with their alt, with 230k proficiency, and they big belly fish. And they get all these big belly fish in their inventory, which they unpack or unravel like a coin purse, and it has a very high chance of giving you a blank canvas, which is why the market has just gone really, really far down on these, or a treasure map with coordinates of a random grade of actually blue, red, or gold. And so this is why the prices of these have started to go down like crazy, and the market is becoming oversaturated with them because somebody's big belly fishing and they just cannot sell these things off, right? So the prices are going lower and lower because he's making them go lower and lower because nobody's buying them. He has also a bunch of purple ones up here, which I might just buy out and do at some point, so why not? And you know, he's had yellow ones as well. This is something that is accessible to anybody in general. So I didn't save these up or fish them. I actually bought them from this person. In fact, I bought them out when they were 18 gold, right when they started big belly fishing. I was like, oh wow, there's 70 on the auction house. Alright, I'll just buy them out, whatever. Let's make a stream around this, right? And so I bought them all out, I charted them out on a map, so I can see like a map. Here, this is the map essentially that I charted out of all the locations that I used an Excel sheet for that was made by Mystic Wizard that you can find on Reddit. And so I use this map to figure out where everything is, and then just run over them and find the coordinates and dig them up, right? You can also use a sextant in-game, which helps out a lot. A sextant, which is actually a craftable item, sextant, and then this is a pretty cheap thing to make, and then you get it forever, right? Every time you use /sextant, or you go here into your basic abilities, you have access to this, and it just shows you your current coordinates that you can use to find the location of these maps, right? And so yeah, I just bought them out from the auction house, and like I said, 18 gold each. Like, I bought 1,500 worth of gold in treasure maps, which I dug up like half of them and have made a massive profit off of. But I did this early into the game. So now, because there are so many treasure maps on the auction house because somebody's big belly fishing, other people are doing these maps too. It's not just me, right? I bought out this. This was the 71 that I bought that one day. Okay, but oh, that was me, by the way. Whatever just disconnected, that was me. Sorry about that. No idea what that was, of course. Anyways, so yeah, some other people have been buying these out and doing them, which means what happens? The value of the stuff that comes from them is going down. If we take a look at Book of Aurorias, they are going down in price. I sold a bunch when they were really, really high. In fact, I sold them for over the market at 600. and I was able to do that. Now we're starting to see an oversaturation of this because there's more of these treasure maps, there's more people going for them, and so the market is going to go down. It's going to become less worth it, but it will even out to a point where it makes sense, because when I did this, I made a massive profit off of it because I did it early, right? And it will even out to the point where it just makes sense versus the time and everything. Where before, when I was doing it right at the start, it was definitely worth it. For the time, oh man. But Arcane is still very good. In general, you know, getting the Arcane from this is nice. Getting Black Pearls from this is nice. And so on. It all kind of makes sense in the end game. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. All of these streams go up there in full afterwards. There's highlights of specific questions as well. If there's like a frequently asked question, I'll make a quick highlight of it. You can check out all that stuff up there. Definitely, I can actually. Here's all the links to stuff. A bunch of different social media stuff. And I've explained all this stuff a million times. Of course, it's not like I'm. You know, it's fine. I have no problem answering questions a bunch of times. It's totally normal for me. Alright, so... These are the ones out of White Arden. And then I think I made a portal to Gwynedd and never went through. We'll find out, whatever. Let's go to Lakeside. I don't think I made a portal, actually. I think I was just explaining. Gwynedd. And of course, this is like a really, really slow thing, right? Like, I'm not... This is like... Maybe I'll do this every 2 months. I'll buy out a whole bunch, or I'll keep a whole bunch, and every 2 months I'll go and actually go and explore them all. I'll plot them all out like I did, and I'll explore them all. Oh, sorry, I kept this on the screen for too long. Anyways. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Axe. Appreciate it. Yeah, I noticed that as well. But yeah, so my point is that, like, I'm not going to do this very often, right? But I'll do it whenever I'm bored or I just want to do something a little different. I'll just grab a whole bunch of maps and I'll go and explore them. Why not? It's another thing you can do in the game, right? So I try to do as many things as I can and change up what I do frequently. Not only because it's actually worth it, because the markets change over time, right? And it's good to stockpile things, you know, to sell for when the market is much higher. But it's in general, it keeps the game kind of moving. There's more things to do all the time. I don't feel like it's stale doing the same thing constantly. Is there any interactive web maps for A? Remember there used to be one. Yes, there was. Unfortunately, that one has now been taken down. The owner didn't want to keep it up. There is a pretty good alternative, though. The Mystic Wizard put his solution on Reddit, and it's actually just an Excel sheet. I'll give you guys a link to it in a second once I find it in my bookmarks. But it's an Excel sheet, and I went and downloaded some free version of Excel, and it ends up working with it. It did not work with Google Sheets. I tried making this work with Google Sheets, but that didn't work. But he made a version of pretty much the same thing, where I have all my coordinates in like a list, and it just plops them on the map as dots, just like what you guys saw. So here is Mystic Wizard's map for the for all this stuff, for mapping anything. It's called a shipwreck map, but it could be whatever you want it to be, you know. Thanks, I appreciate that, Shik. I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I've been streaming for a long time. I'm not really trying to make a super big audience or anything. Like, this isn't like a, you know, I have a day job, so this is just, I'm hanging out. This is a hobby for me, right? I like helping people out. We just chill and do stuff, right? Do whatever the heck I want, because it's my stream and I get to do what I want. But I've tried to be putting out pretty educational and useful content, lots of mechanics information, secret mechanics about Arcade. You can find out tons of this information on the channel, or on my Reddit posts as well. My profile on Reddit has a whole bunch of stuff at the very top that's pinned that you can take a look at right now and just see all these written out mechanics that we've kind of uncovered for the game with the Arcade research and development community. We've done this for you guys because generally when you know more about the game, it's more fun, and the game doesn't really tell you very much information. And it sucks that that's the way it is, but it's also fun because then you go and you start uncovering the game and you discover things and you want the community to know so that they also know these things, right? Height damage bonus is like one of the craziest things ever, because for the 7 years of this game's existence on this planet, even the Koreans were baffled when we made this Reddit post of, hey, by the way, guys, apparently height damage is a thing, where if you shoot things from a higher height, you actually get a linear damage bonus. And none of us knew this, and practically the entire game had no clue what was going on, because apparently it's true, and it's been in the game forever, nobody noticed, right? And even the Koreans were baffled by this, because the Koreans were like, what the hell, man? We've played this game for 7 years and we're still learning this new stuff? Like, how did we not notice this? It's crazy, but that's how complicated this game is. And it's why I like to make this, you know, it's why I like to stream and help people out, because you have to ask questions in this game. Otherwise, it's gonna feel very stale and such. What class am I playing? I've been very, very fond of Cursebrand, which is Battle Rage, Occultism, and Swiftblade. I used to play Executioner pretty much since the release of the entire game back in 2014, 2015. Back when Executioner was very not a thing, right? Because nobody really played Occultism. And I've been playing it this entire time, you know, kind of mixing up other classes in occasionally, you know, for whatever I'm doing. But in general, it's been my favorite. Finally, I get to take away Shadowplay, a skill set that I was never really that fond of, and put in something that is much faster gameplay that I really enjoy. Swiftblade has been amazing. I've been having so much fun with it. I even have a dagger main hand, which does lower my damage capabilities a little bit because of the weapon attack speed modifier. However, being able to be significantly faster is my kind of gameplay that I very much enjoy, and I make use of as much as I can. So it's been a lot of fun. And so you'll notice that's what most of my gameplay is around. But I do help people with almost any class, and I try to keep my suggestions open to, you know, helping anybody, right? Archers or magic or anything, right? I've played the game long enough to be able to help, and of course I always bring in resources if I need to. If there's a question I don't know, usually there's somebody else in the stream that's like a mage or a healer that can help fill in those gaps of things that I'm not aware of. Alright, let's do this next map. I'm gonna get this done. Alright, we are pretty close to where we need to be. 10-5... Okay, actually we're really close to where we need to be, seriously. 10-5-7. So we need to go more east from here, and we're pretty much on the correct south-north, so we have to go, if anything, a little bit north, but we need to go very far to the east. Okay, that was a newie. Okay. 12. Oh, I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Alright, we're actually perfect there. We just need to go 12. Oh, it's right here. I think that was it. I think we just found it. Look at this. Alright, everybody chill. Oh my god, I can dig while invisible. That's amazing. Nobody knows. Alright, what did I get out of that? Oh, yeah, another Book of Aurora. Okay, great. And another Moonlight Crystal. Okay, cool. Do we have a duplicate? I don't think so. Alright, so that's this. Okay, the next nearest one is... Oh, it's actually back where I was. Again, my previous checkmark was correct. Okay, we have to go back over there because it's 10, 30, and 12, 36. So it's actually quite a bit north. And 10:30. Oh man, it's actually kind of out of the way. Hold on. Is this correct? 10:30, 12:36. Okay, we're here. We just have to go north now. What's north? Oh. Okay, alright, we're going up there. Fine, we gotta go to the road. Do I have a YouTube video of my house and vehicle boats, so you don't have to keep distracting me? Please, you guys are totally allowed to distract me from this treasure hunt. This is the most boring thing. You know, it's a thing, right? I'm not, like, super crazy about treasure hunting myself. Like, I don't do trade runs, but I'll do it for the stream. So the distractions are perfectly good. I don't have any kind of overview for my stuff because I don't make specifically YouTube content. I make Twitch content that then I upload to YouTube. There is some exceptions to that I've made, talking about some different things, but in general, the content is just all Twitch, and then I just take highlights from stuff, for the most part. So please, you guys are totally able to distract me. You can come here and stream snipe me if you want. That's perfectly fine. I enjoy all those things, and I enjoy interactions with the community. But I can just show you. I mean, if you have any questions about stuff, just ask. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be streaming if I wasn't looking for those interactions, right? That's actually... it's all about you guys. Hey, did we find it? We actually did! Oh my god. So lucky. But I guess it was kind of obvious. Am I actively trying to increase my gear score, or do I have other goals? No, I have other goals at this point. I've had other goals for about 4 months now. 4 months ago, I hit like 11k gear score, and then I went and worked on other stuff where I got a small wyvern, I got like a galleon, I got the speedboat, I got like this freighter all the way up, I got a longboard, I got this rampage chroma for the diligence, I got a siege tank. And then 4 months later, without even doing dailies and stuff, now I'm at 15,000 gear score. So my point is, I have not been trying to go for gear score, but it's just been happening, right? Because it's not a gear score game, it's a stat game. And with 11k gear score, I still had the stats to be able to do anything I needed to kill anybody that I needed to, because I knew the game and I understood the combos and the gameplay and how my build and everything works. So I've had no problems. Then naturally, as I kept improving all my gear, yeah, it gives me more gear score, but I'm still able to do the things I was able to do back then. It's just, I have a nice number. Ooh. But I'm not trying to show off a number to anybody, because I don't care about that. Because it doesn't mean anything. These aren't the actual stats behind what everything means. And so yeah, I'm not really trying to hunt gear score. I have all the gear that I want. I'm gonna try to get Luna Gems up over time, but like, it's whatever. And I have one other character on one other account, which I barely use. I just have him for diligence and tax certs, right? I have a bunch of tax certs saved up, which like, I sell them sometimes when the prices are high, but that's like a very, very small income that I don't really care about, right? So yeah, I have everything that I want. This isn't really a big deal, right? I have played this game for 6 years though, so I do know how to take advantage of the auction house. I know how to be able to buy low and sell high, because I've done it for so long and because I've played those risks. So a lot of the labor that I generate, or I'm sorry, a lot of the gold that I generate is in very unique ways that is usually a laborless generation. I can infinitely make gold when I want to, because I do it through these riskier or different methods than most people are used to. So I'm not going into dungeons every day and getting the Archeum from them. I'm not going into them and getting the Sunglows and everything like a lot of other people are doing. I do farm coin purses because I have so much labor. I try to just open them to get that out of the way. Lately, I've been trying to get like proficiencies across the board just to get them done and like, you know, increase whatever I could. And so this is kind of the way that I have been able to create money and generate money to get what I want, just through all these sorts of different crazy means, right? To give one really good example that I did last weekend on stream during the double. Sorry, what do you mean last weekend? Literally like 3 days ago, right? I guess that is last weekend. But anyways, like 3 days ago on Saturday, we on stream were farming the Yetis in Rookborn, just over here. You know those Yetis that are over there? And we were farming them. We weren't looking for any Growling Yawl fragments or anything because they don't drop them anymore. And I know because I farmed 4,000 of them in quadruple the loot drop chance, and I didn't get any. But that said, we were there farming, and over a 30-minute period during double loot drop rate, where I'm killing 1,000 Yetis an hour, and we were only there for half an hour, we were able to get a Fortune Teller's Crystal Ball, and we were able to get a Whirlwind Gear, which is like the little pet furniture thing that you can put in your house that like flaps its wings. It's a little mechanical bat that can play music. And we sold the Fortune Teller's Crystal Ball for 2,000 gold, and we sold the Whirlwind thing for 1,000 gold since then. Because people want those things and nobody wants to go and farm them. So I did it, and I made a whole bunch of money off of literally not any labor usage, right? I just farmed some stuff, and I got very lucky. I know how to take advantage of these things because I've played the game for a long time, right? And of course I'm bringing this information to you guys so you can do the same thing. And of course, because of that, the prices of Fortune Teller's Crystal Balls are going to go down, but it means more people have access to them, which is nice too. And this is not my main source of money, so it's just nice to be able to make 3,000 gold like that over the weekend in 30 minutes of time. But it's a fluke, right? I'm taking advantage of a fluke that shouldn't be there, actually. Fortune Teller's Crystal Balls should actually be very, very common, and they aren't. So I'm taking advantage of the fluke, right? And taking advantage of the fluke in the auction house or in the world is a very, very good way to do it. Something else we've been doing on stream lately that's just been like a little side money by total unintentional means. But I've been selling images for things for like 200 gold to 100 gold, and it's been working. I've been making money off of this. Like occasionally somebody will just buy one of these things. It's a huge risk for me to do that. because I put them up for 48 hours. But it's still a thing, right? Like, it's just like a random thing. It's not my main source of income at all, but it's just a fun little thing I can do occasionally. So I save up my unidentified gear, and occasionally if I want to sell some more, you know, or want to find some cool new images, I'll go and open up a few of them, and I'll put up some nice ones up, and the rest I'll just Evanstone, right, and get the Arcane out of. So these are just different things that I do, and I enjoy that kind of stuff. I enjoy varied content and varied ways of making gold that I switch up myself very often, so that I'm not keeping myself bored, and I'm not locking myself to one market, because otherwise if somebody else gets into that market, then my profit margin goes down, right? So I try to switch it up all the time. That's why I'm doing, like, you know, treasure maps right now, right? I did it earlier, I made a lot of money off of it, I'll do it again, I'll stockpile up, and then maybe when Book of Auroras go back up to 600 gold, if they ever do, then I'll be happy, right? Then I can go and sell off whatever I had. Farming coin purses is pretty chill. You actually find it fun or relaxing, and I do the same thing, actually. I very much do find it very relaxing. It's a nice way to practice combos and timings, and all of your hotkeys is just to do it against mobs. I have not been going into the garden lately at all. Like, I haven't even been doing rank 2 like I would normally do, just to get rank 2 from the garden daily and just get out of there. I haven't even been doing that. I just, like, I don't know, man. I don't care. Like, it's not something that I'm really looking into. Hey, Delights. Hello, hello. Turkish Delights. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so there's a ton of ways to do stuff in this game. It's just, I think you don't see as many players thinking that way, which is kind of, it kind of sucks. How many accounts do I have? I have one other account with one other character. So one alt, essentially. I did make a second alt on this account, but that was recent because I wanted to get a book, because I was missing a book for my history house. Oh, by the way, in all of this, I also have a history house. It's on Win, it's here, it's open, you can go there, you can read all the books that are in Arcade Unchained currently. They're all there, as well as a bunch of other cool things. It's a nice little lore/history house that's on Win at the moment. But yeah, so I've done everything with just one other character, really. And that's it. Like, it's not that crazy. It's just, I don't know, people take things too seriously, or they try to get to the end game very, very quickly, and they stress themselves out too much. And that sucks. I wish that wasn't the way that people played the game. I wish they played to just explore and do stuff, right? And check things out and go to places. Why is that tree glowing more than it normally is? It doesn't normally glow that much, does it? And normally it's a yellow glow. This looks very strange to me. I'm gonna go over there. What is my character? This, yeah, it's a dual-wielding character that is a Curse Brand, Turkish Delights. So I've been playing Curse Brand for some while. I actually moved a ton of points out of Battle Rage into Swiftblade in preparation to play Arachnomancer, but then I didn't end up playing Arachnomancer, and I actually liked this build better. I actually liked having less points in Battle Rage, not having to use behind enemy lines or even triple slash, and just focusing so much on the Swiftblade portion. So I've changed my build a little bit differently, but more different than most people would do it. But I've really, really enjoyed this gameplay. It's been very fun and fast. So hopefully it gives you a little bit of background there. Yeah, no problem. Shtick. Shtick. It's hard to see the name on a whim when I'm just looking over on that screen, but no problem, man. Have a good one. Take care. Alright, what was I doing here? Alright, tree. Yeah, I don't know why the tree looks so different from afar. Look at that. Why does this look so different? I feel like it doesn't normally look this way, but I might be wrong. Maybe it's always that way. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Let's go over here. Oh my god. Great. Good timing. Alright, we'll take a little boat. We'll answer some more questions for a little while then. If you guys do have any Arcade-related questions or mechanics or anything, please feel free to ask. We're mostly here streaming to be able to answer questions and just kind of, you know, help answer questions, help with mechanics or theory crafting or builds or proficiency stuff. Arcade is a really complicated game. And so whenever I have some chance over the weekends or during the week, I'll stream and I'll just help out people with different questions about stuff, because it's a complicated game and it's better to ask things than it is to just sit and worry, and it's tough. The game has so many different things and mechanics that it's impossible to know everything. So yeah, feel free to ask questions. That's mostly what I'm streaming for. Will after evasion changes mages be weak? I mean, they're already extremely strong. I wouldn't say that they're weaker. Mages will kind of keep where they are at the moment. They'll just be able to take more damage more frequently, right? Mages right now have the ability to do damage to anybody, and there's nothing they can do about it, right? Other than reduce your accuracy. And so what really this patch does is it makes melee and archers more efficient in raid versus raid. Because now a melee or an archer can do things like, fire from range or use something. Or, a melee can go into battle and risk everything by going into melee range, because now they're at range by literally the entire enemy, right? Because that's the risk of going melee. And so essentially it makes it so that those characters and those playstyles make more sense and feel better, because you could actually go into battle and do stuff that works right away. Right now, yeah, mages are a little bit tough because of how powerful some of the abilities can stack, with power bonuses in Malediction. And that does change a little bit over time, too, where the Crashing Waves isn't quite as crazy. They kind of tune it down a little bit later on. We'll see whenever we get those patches. Now, all that said, if melee and archers had a more reliable way to do damage, then you wouldn't... it kind of balances it out as well, because then... mages can do their damage no matter what, right? Because there's no evasion or anything against magic abilities. Melee and ranged characters, melee and archers, I should say, are able to actually go and fight and do damage back without just everything being evaded, right? A lot of mages right now have like 70 to 90% evasion, depending on if they have like the Power Stone pet and stuff too. It's crazy. Like, they're literally just completely unable to be... you can't do anything to them, period, right? They just evade everything. And so that'll be tuned down by a massive amount. Like, those top amounts are going to be tuned down like crazy. And I think it makes just that alone makes the game feel a lot better, because the damage output for melee and archers is still pretty good. It's just they're not guaranteed, right? Evasion is an extremely powerful stat that not only completely negates all damage, but it negates the crowd control. And that's a big problem, because the whole point of melee is crowd control. The whole point of archers is disabling. It's like crowd control, right? They're shackling and silencing too, so there's some values and stuff with that. But anyways, my point is that it should feel a lot better later on once the numbers change there. I think it'll feel a lot more balanced. I don't think it's enough to stop how crazy mages can be, but it's a step in the right direction. And there's one more thing I want to address there and why I say what I say. Because mages have a very, very crazy benefit where they don't have to target people. They can literally put stuff down wherever they want. Actually, you just said that as well, yes. So my point is that they are able to target people from range by just using their mouse cursor. And this is extremely crazy in raid versus raid, because there's so many things happening all over the place. You don't need targets, right? You can just literally push buttons and stuff will happen in certain locations, and that's really good. The other thing is that because of lag, and because of raid versus raid lag, and because of how crazy lag can get... Wow, can you imagine if somebody put their house right here underneath this path? If this beanstalk was right there, it would literally go through the tree, or this airship would go right through that tree. Man, I wish they did that. That sucks. Alright, anyways. Anyways, my point is that because mages can do that, they can take advantage of lag quite massively, because while the opponents might not even be rendered on the screen yet, or they're rendered but their actual character's model doesn't actually exist, they can still do damage to those people. But melees and melees and archers cannot take advantage of that. And so it's a big thing, right? Mages and Mage Ball make sense, because literally you can do all this AoE damage to tons of folks, right? Now keep in mind, AoE damage does actually scale. So if you haven't seen yet my Reddit post about AoE damage fall-off, that is a thing. Every additional target after the first that gets hit by an AoE takes a little bit less damage. So people getting clumped up, there's some reason to the fact that not everybody dies when AoE hits, is because, half of those people are only taking a significantly reduced damage from that AoE hit. But still, right? Like it's mages are still kind of crazy, right? So we'll see how the stat changes change the game. Another thing is that a lot of people aren't playing Auramancy, like, at all. Which is actually a problem, because if you're dying so much to magic, consider Auramancy. Auramancy is a massively good way to keep yourself alive for an extended period of time, and a great escape mechanism. Yeah, you might have to replace some other tree for it, but if you're noticing that you're dying so much to magic, you may want to give it a go and see if that helps out with your general gameplay. Not enough people are using Protective Wings. Protective Wings is one of the most powerful things in the game you can do to stop magic damage, and yet nobody's really playing Auramancy, and the people that do are not using Protective Wings to keep their team alive. So it sucks, but, you know, it'd be nice to have more people doing that. It'd be nice to have everybody using Protective Wings in some sense, and you see that a lot in ArcheAge Legacy because they figured it out. You see that a lot in Korea. Over the last 7 years, people have been using Protective Wings all the time because they understand the power of mages. I don't know, NA/EU has not really been using it as much. Tyrannos has started to catch on to how powerful Protective Wings is, and you start to see in more of the larger battles Protective Wings constantly going off, which is nice. You know, but it's still kind of underused, and that's a very direct counter to the craziness of Mage Ball, too. How do you see the cast time change instead they're getting? We'll see more cast time mages? We'll see, kind of, right? Because they are making it so that the cast time is reduced for all these mages, right? So you'll see Arc Lightning a little bit more often. You'll see Meteor a little bit more often. Frigid Tracks will be much easier to get off for more people, which is nice. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference there. The Arc Lightning difference is nice, but it is a single target move, too. And it's still ranged and everything, you know. It's we'll see. I don't know if it's going to make as crazy of a difference. They're doing it also to help counter the fact that archers and melees are going to have a ton of focus. So their goal, like, literally the focus that's going to be coming to melees and archers will help even more against evasion, block, and parry, right? I think it's okay. I'm excited to see this next patch where, you know, all this balance changes. But we don't know. Yeah, exactly. So Quack, we don't really know when these changes are supposed to happen for us or when we're going to get them. But I do hope that the game feels a little bit more balanced. I'll be honest. I think melees are in a really good spot, and I can say that because I generally always said that melees are too ridiculous in many cases over the years. But I think right now, melees have been pretty good. I think over the course of time, mages have always been kind of crazy because of the lag, because of, you know, the lag kind of battles that happen with raid versus raid and such. And archers have been just like, I can't wait till they get another skill set, but I more importantly can't wait until they get the Deadeye changes, because it'll feel a lot better to be an archer. So, but I do feel like melees are in a pretty good spot, and I'm excited to see those changes for the, you know, these balance changes for stats, but we don't really know when it's supposed to happen, Quack. I think that they're going to probably merge a bunch of patches together again. Probably will include, like, the vehicle upgrades and the stat changes and the house fairy, like the good system will actually get, not the crappy system that was denied by Gamigo because it's really shitty. And so we'll probably get all that stuff bundled up together maybe in the next couple months, I would guess. We'll know when Japan gets it, right? Like, when we see Japan get a patch, ours is probably like a month away or something like that, or maybe even less. Kind of like what happened last time. So we'll have to kind of watch there. What do they change in Archer? So archers are really cool in this also upcoming patch whenever we get it, who knows. But they essentially make it so that Deadeye, instead of getting a bonus to defense penetration by standing still, they don't get the range bonus, but they do get defense penetration by moving. By specifically moving around, they get the you know, the 3,000 or 3,500 defense penetration, whichever one it is. It's cool. It actually gives archers a reason to be moving around all the time, like they should be. And now you'll see archers going more defense penetration builds like Swiftblade combinations, which Swiftblade is amazing for movement and mobility as well, so that's really cool, and I'm excited to see how people do that a little bit more often. You'll also start to see archers who are... there's some other changes, by the way, too, in archery that come with it that make the gameplay feel a lot better, too. So I'm not going to count that out, but, like, in general, I think that archers will feel a lot more fun to play and a lot more useful, and that's what I'm really going for there. I really hope that's the case. So yeah, we'll see how that changes things. And I want to see more archers play with Swiftblade too, because it's really nice. There's so many benefits from it that people don't really realize. When is daily reset? Daily reset is at... so it's in an hour and 14 minutes from now in North America, Ox. So yeah, on our server it's an hour and 14 minutes from now on Win. Am I happy with my melee class choice? Absolutely. I played Executioner for years, and I played like a little bit of Outrider, and I played a little bit of this and that, you know, or change things whenever I need to. Right? But I played Executioner mainly since 2014, and I loved Executioner, especially back then when nobody knew what the heck occultism was. I loved it. It was my favorite thing ever. So to find, and I mentioned this before, but to finally replace Shadowplay with something that is a lot faster, because I never really liked Shadowplay. I never really liked stealth. I didn't like the mechanics behind it. I didn't like the timings and stuff. It always felt weird to me. So Swiftblade, as a way to replace it, has been so much fun. Like, it's just crazy. It's like so crazy. Like, I even still use basic Blade Flurry because now it has an extra attack versus the Wave Blade Flurry. And I've gotten used to it. I understand how it works, and I've become very good at making this Blade Flurry work because I've had a lot of practice with it. So I love it. Like, it's so much fun, actually. Like ridiculous. Oh, my phone just went off. What's my attack speed at? It's at 460, 68.5% attack speed. You know, this is mostly going to be much higher anyways, because oh god, my phone keeps going off with these notifications. Yeah, Sinisterberry, go for it. If you want to do that, yeah, it'll lag up the stream a little bit, but hopefully it doesn't kill the stream if you need to download something. So it's going to be a little laggy for a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I don't know. It's because I have a dagger main hand, right? If you don't know, there's this whole weapon attack speed thing. Weapon... Wait, hold on. What are my commands? Weapon speed. Okay, so that links to the Reddit post that talks about it. So yeah, so because of the weapon attack speed, my dagger, which does less damage as the main hand attacks by 20% as compared to like a sword, is actually 20% faster, and so I'm able to abuse gameplay speed to be my advantage. I've always been a really fast sort of gameplay person in Arcade. I've always tried to increase speed as much as possible. This has been amazing. This has been the most fun I've ever had in Arcade. And honestly, I wouldn't have taken it seriously if they didn't have that bug that made daggers do the same damage as axes, right? They had a bug recently that made it so that all the weapon attack speed damage coefficients were the same, which was ridiculous. But I wouldn't have tried out dagger if it wasn't for that, and now I fell in love with it. And I still do perfectly great damage. There's no issue. Damage-wise, I'm fine, but my gameplay speed has been massively increased. Well, decreased, right? So now I can much faster. And on top of that, it's more fun. And that's all that I really care about, is fun and interesting gameplay. So I've been having a blast with this. Everything together has been really, really good. And again, with 6.5, what I had originally intended was to go Arachnomancer, which is actually removing Battle Rage entirely for Witchcraft, Occultism, and Swiftblade. I originally wanted to do this, but I ended up not doing it because I didn't like some of the combos between Witchcraft and Swiftblade. I didn't like the timings of them. They're more efficient for two-handed players that go Swiftblade, which is actually a real thing, and totally something that I encourage two-handers to try, because it's so good. But anyways, I feel like Witchcraft is more inclined to be with Swiftblade for two-handed builds, and so I didn't really end up doing Arachnomancer, but I was practicing for it early by moving some points out of Battle Rage into Swiftblade, so I didn't have to rely on Battle Rage as much. So I don't have these last passives, I don't have Triple Slash, I don't have Precision Strike, I don't have Behind Enemy Lines, I don't have Terrifying Roar, I don't have all these other whatever it is, and I've never used Bondbreaker since the beginning of time, so that was already out. I already have that skill point, period. I've just learned how to avoid Snare, right? So my point is that because I moved all these points early, I actually fell in love with this gameplay And I'm sticking with it at this point. Like, just less battle rage. Who cares? I don't need it because I have all these different combos in Swiftblade that are really, really fast, and they can cause so many of these sort of, you know, cooldown resets and reductions, which is really, really fun, but takes so much practice to do. So I've been really enjoying gameplay. Like, it's been a lot of fun for me, personally. Yeah, in battle, I'm still squishy. I'm still gonna die pretty quickly, as usual. This is nothing new. But that's fine. I'm okay with that, right? In fact, if I notice that everybody's targeting me because maybe I'm marked or because I'm the streamer or because whatever, I take advantage of that. I use that against everybody. You know, I'll let people target me and escape to some degree so that they are wasting their time targeting me because there's nothing they can do about it. And so I understand and I'm very aware of combat awareness to make all of these builds work, to make everything in my gameplay work, to be able to abuse and use vehicles, mounts, pets, gliders, combat pets together, all of my different utilities that I have with my weapon swaps. All of this matters in my gameplay all the time because I have to be extremely fast. I have to be able to react to everything happening because as a melee, I am always putting myself at the highest risk by being within melee range because it means in general, everybody else is going to be able to kill me. Good explanation? I think I went over a lot of things there, but... ASD, am I using library gear? Nope. This is all of the Haram stuff. All Haram stuff. I didn't really want to go the library route for the extra attack speed, honestly. I don't know why either. It's not necessarily wrong or anything, but that's just the choice that I decided to go. Could I go over Yeti farming again? I want to try it, but I didn't really know what you meant. I was just killing Yetis, that's all. There's a bunch of Yetis over there. Oh, I still haven't marked in Rookborn. There's just a bunch of them. I just kill them. You just kill them, and then eventually, with an abysmally small drop rate, you might get something that's like worth something, right? That's all that it was, really. I just ended up selling those things for way, way too much, and people ended up buying it. So, that's all it was, Ox. Nothing too crazy. Now, of course, and I farmed them on stream, so you could watch that stream. It's already on YouTube if you wanted to. I think it's the last one from Saturday. So I farm them extremely efficiently because I've done it for so many hours. And I've caught on to, like, the rhythm, right? But yeah, I just kill things. That's it. That's not the craziest thing in the universe. If you get a lucky drop, amazing. If you don't, well, then, oh well. Yeah, that's really what it is, right? It's all that it is. For me, it's fun to be efficient. It's fun for me to learn that efficiency of killing those Yetis at the quickest amount. Or at the most efficient possible, I should say. And that's fun. I enjoy that, right? Will I ever get an Aranor weapon? Nah. I know that it's worth it, like crazy, but it's not something that I want to... It's not something I want to think about. I really don't need it. Like, at this point, even when this dagger was my offhand, and I had both of these as legendary, and I was at 11k gear score, and the highest ones were like 17k, I was able to kill them just fine. Like, there's no issues. I was able to kill anybody I want whenever I want. So if I do any upgrades at this point, it's mostly for show. Because my stat values are where they need to be. My stats and my gameplay and my combos and my ability to lock people down, my ability to understand how Boneyard works so that I can take advantage and manipulate people to do what I want, especially in Raid versus Raid, all of this together is fine. So I don't really need to do anything crazy. I'm not going to go for an Aranor weapon. I don't think, at least. I've thought about it sometimes, but like, oh god, it's so... Oh, it's such a stress I don't want to think about, you know? I'm good with where I am. I have everything that I want. It's perfectly good. And so that's mostly what I'm going to keep. I don't need to do anything that I don't need to... I don't know. Aranor weapons aren't grindy. It's a gold thing, right? So I can invest gold into it, but then I don't want to do that. Like, it's not fun. It's not fun for me. I don't have to think about it. I don't want to think about it, so I'm not going to. Because I don't need to. Like, if I was in the position where I couldn't kill anyone that I needed to, like, if I can't kill the people that I need to in Raid versus Raid, okay, that's a different story. I need to look at my build first. I need to look at my build. Am I utilizing combos correctly? Am I utilizing the environment correctly? Am I using my mounts and pets and weapon swaps correctly? And then, if I fail, like, if all of those things are perfect, then I would be like, alright, maybe it's time to upgrade my gear, right? Think about it like this, okay? I have all these weapon swaps, and I take advantage of practically none of them that I should be. Let me give you an example, okay? I have this Dark Watcher's Dagger, and over the last many years, I have always had these weapon swaps, but for some reason I never really take advantage of them. Like, in my head, I just can't do it. Like, just before battle, I pop this. It's not that hard, but I don't know why. It's always been something that's evaded me. This particular thing, the pre-popping stuff, like pre-popping the superior Doom Shadow Nodachi for the extra damage and stuff, pre-popping the Honor's mighty, you know, the Nodachi, the Honor Nodachi. You know, I've always had trouble doing these things because I don't know, it's for some reason not in my head. And to be fair, if I had trouble killing people, this is the first thing I would do, is start looking into this more. But I don't need to, because I just never really needed to, right? I've been able to do what I need to do just fine. But that would be the first place I would look and be like, all right, maybe I need to learn how to do this or whatever, and see if that makes my gameplay feel better. I don't know. I do other weapon swaps and weapon things. I do even rocket boots sometimes I'll swap out. A big one that I do is the Disciple's Staff, which is a lot of fun, which petrifies anybody in front of me that's looking at me, and petrifies me for the entire duration of this. This is an amazing way to cause massive chaos in the enemy lines, and it's a very fun way and thing that I do from the back lines, because that thing has a range of like 20 meters. What is it? 25 meters even. It's crazy. It's a very fun thing that I do. If somebody's trying to get onto my boat, I go to the back of my boat and I cast Disciple's Staff, and there is no way anybody's getting anywhere close to us, because this will petrify them before they get anywhere, you know, near the boat. And it's a lot of fun. It's a really cool thing. There's a lot of different things in gameplay stuff that I do like that. Last weekend I got the Honor's Dominating Staff, which I'm not going to upgrade. Now, unfortunately, I cannot play Arachnomancer because I just don't feel like it's that nice. But you know what I can still do? Innervate people. And while it's not as effective, this is only a 50% healing reduction, I can still innervate people using this staff, and it still works at a range of 20 meters. Now again, it's not as good. It's actually only 5 seconds instead of 10 seconds, but it still increases the duration of stun and trip, and it's still some amount of healing effectiveness that I can do from 20 meters away, so why wouldn't I take advantage of that whenever I get the chance? And so using all these weapon swaps in a very unique way is a lot of fun for me, and provides a lot of value that I like to take advantage of. Is it okay to use Honor Gems, then Tier 3? I mean, if you don't have the resources, absolutely, yeah. It's just another way to do it. You know, a lot of people will mix some, so like maybe for their weapons they'll do one, and then for their armors they'll do another one, right? But in general, either one is fine. In fact, now the new Tier 1 gems, the new Honor route, it has a new Tier 6, which is actually the same as Tier 3 crafted, right? The problem with Tier 3 crafted versus Honor is that Honor cannot be unsocketed, whereas Tier 3 gems can be. So if you're planning on sticking with something long-term and you know you're not going to be unsocketing those gems or changing your build, it makes sense to go the Honor gems, like me. And I went it for everything, because I don't even like the crafted gems, period. Like, I don't need that, like, the curve for the gold cost and everything, I don't care. But that's just me, right? A lot of people do mix and match both of them. So some gems they'll do Honor, some gems they'll do, you know, socketed, right? The crafted gems. They'll do half and half or something like that. And, you know, none of these are wrong, of course. They're all just, it's just different things, different options, different choices you can make. There's no wrong way to play in terms of like going, you know, library gear versus Haram gear and so on. It's all fine, right? It's just a choice of how you want to do things. Yeah, there is a rumor there's going to be Tier 4 gems. Korea hasn't gotten it yet, and there's still nothing on the horizon of them. So I think it's going to be some time before we get them, if anything. I think they would go nuts, because you know what they'd have to do for those Tier 4 gems? They would have to unsocket their Tier 3 gems, upgrade it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not right. They would have to unsocket their Tier 3 gems. They'd have to use a thing to turn them back into the regular crafted one. What is it called? The transmuter? They'd have to use a transmuter on it. They'd have to upgrade them to Tier 4, and then resocket it, which is a massive cost for what is probably going to be very little gain anyways, which honestly, they'll probably end up releasing Honor Gems to make up for that anyways. So people would be really mad if they released Tier 4 gems, and I think that was expressed in Korea, and why that actually did not end up happening is I think people were just like yelling at them not to do that. So we'll see if it actually does in some way. Yeah, rip labor and gold. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Yeah, it's very expensive to have to do something like that. We're not gonna do these maps. I'm done. Fuck these maps. All right, maps are done. I'm getting rid of them. I don't even care. Actually, does anybody else want these? Anybody want these maps? I'll just send them to you. I don't care. Otherwise, I'm gonna toss them. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm done. I'm done with the maps. I'm sorry. I failed. I can't keep these in my inventory for this long. All right. I don't have enough room. Inventory is a resource too. Last question. That doesn't have to be your last question, man. It's all good. No, I'm not going to sell them on AH. Nobody's buying them. Yeah, they're down to like 10 gold. It's okay. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to toss them. I made like 4 times the amount of gold I spent to get these in the first place. And when I did, they were 18 gold, and now they're down to 10. So I'm actually really, really happy. And I got to do it on stream. We got to educate a bunch of people about different ways to make money. I think it was definitely worth it. So I'll just toss them. Anyways, what's the materials needed to craft tier 6 honor gems? So what they did in this patch, actually, you'll take them. Alright, I'll send them over. Just give me your name and game. Keep them in your mailbox, though. Don't let them waste all of your inventory space. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Sure. So they actually made rank 4 and rank 5 a little bit cheaper. Oh, it's Ox. Okay. They made rank 4 and rank 5 a little bit cheaper now. And rank 6 actually takes 3 territory coins. Rank 6 is actually the old cost for rank 5, except now there's a territory coin attached to it. So 20 superior glow lunarites and 6 Luna charms, and then the 3 territory coins. Rank 5 is actually 5 Luna charm rank 1s and 15 superior glows. Rank 4 is still 4 Luna charms, but 8 of these superior glows instead of 10. Okay? And keep in mind, another thing they did is they made it so that you cannot request these Luna charms anymore. Okay, you have to use your own labor to make these. There's no labor requirement, but you have to use... There's no handicrafts requirement, but you have to use your own labor for them. So keep that in mind, too. Mails do have an expiration. If you have not opened the mail, it's 30 days. If you have opened the mail, supposedly it's 5 days. And after 5 days, it'll go away. So it is something to consider. It's why I've been kind of annoyed by these maps, because I've been keeping them inside of my mailbox as extra space, which I snail mail to myself, right, so that I don't have to spend as much gold or whatever, as much silver. But then they just sit there, and I get annoyed by this little thing that tells me that I have mail all the time, so I would click them, and that means that in 5 days I had to go and resend them to myself. I'm tired of this. I'm done. Maybe I'll get a third otherworldly storage chest, which I'll just use for treasure maps, honestly. I might do that. I don't know. I could, I don't really care. I can get other storage too, though. How much is storage right now? 30, oh no, 50. Slot, what is it called? 50. Oh, Morpheus. Wait, are there really none of those storage chests on there? Okay, these are on there. 50 for 2,500. Okay, no thanks. I just need more space for them, then I would keep them. I don't have the space. Ox, I'll just give them to you. I'll even send you the map that I have so far. I'll give you the map of all the dots. I'll let you figure it all out for yourself if you really want to go for it. Don't spend too much time or stress yourself out. They're free, so you don't feel like you're obligated to do these, because I was about to toss them. So if they get boring for you, just toss them, alright? Don't think about it too much. I try not to let anything stress me out at all, and it's been a lot more fun to play games that way. The Arcane will at least give you a bit. Yeah, maybe. It's a little bit, right? It's tiny bits of Arcane. I think the remaining maps, anyways, are mostly in the ocean, so I don't think you want these. Some of them are in West, like Nuya. I think we took care of all of Halsey and Sandeep and White Arden. But like the remainder is like there's one near Growlgate there at the top. If you see like where's my mouse cursor? Like right up here. But it's not that crazy, I guess. There's still plenty on the mainland. You probably just go by and pick up at some point. Yeah, I was just messing around with an airship. I don't know. I was doing some more treasure maps, Jax, and then I got bored. So I took an airship. I was just answering questions while sitting on an airship looking around, alright? What do you want from me? We're chilling. We're playing a video game. We're answering questions. Yeah, that's how I like to do things. And that is how I do things. What are we doing? We're in White Arden again? Ooh! Well, we're in White Arden, right? Wait, we're not in White Arden. Like, at all. Like, this is not White Arden. Even slightly. Let's go over to... is there any nearby Gildastar mobs? I could go over here and kill these two, right? Ooh, I could also kill that thing that you guys were talking to me about up here. Let's go check it out. We'll go in that direction. If I forget why, that's fine too. I don't know. It's not a big deal. If you guys have any other Arcade-related questions, feel free to ask. You know, if you want to talk about builds or theory crafting stuff or different proficiencies, or you have questions about certain gameplay mechanics or aspects, this is a good place to ask those things. And again, if you missed something, or maybe I answered a question that you want an answer to again, I do upload everything up to my YouTube channel after. It'll be up there in like a few hours or so. But at least that way you can always see different things that I've already talked about, or different highlights from more commonly asked questions, or whatever. The other day I did put up a video that we streamed actually for 45 minutes of the lore of Arcade, and especially tied to the Akash. So you can check that out. I actually really enjoyed that because I rewatched it like 3 times since to make sure that I know how to talk properly. And surprisingly, I actually like my own content, which is not normal for me. And so that goes over a lot of the Akash stuff and all these things in honor of this costume design event that is, you know, has started a few days ago too. So I went and I wanted to make sure people knew what all this was about, and to give a little bit more inspiration to these costumes that people are designing. So I hope that that video has done it justice. And then there's like other things on my YouTube channel that are like, I don't very often make YouTube specific content. I usually just stream things on Twitch and then make highlights later. But there's a few things that I've done that were exceptions to that, very short videos for different gameplay or guide explanations that I just wanted to get out there because I realized that it's something that people didn't really know as much about. For example, the combat log I made a video about. Diminishing returns and how CCs work with diminishing returns. I made a video about that. And like some other one I did too. But yeah, hopefully those things help people. They're all just resources, that's all. I've been trying to come up with more different, like, I've been trying to come up with different, like, what am I trying to say? Like, different videos that have to do with, like, expert game mechanics, right? Like the combat log, which a lot of people don't know about. Or, like, about diminishing returns, which a lot of people don't know about. These are very high-level sort of, you know, you play the game for years to learn these things, sort of things. And if there's anything that you guys would recommend that I make a video about mechanics-wise, you know, that has to do with these kind of things, let me know, because I'd be more than happy to. The problem is that I don't recognize those anymore. I've played the game for too long. I forgot that people don't know what the combat log is, alright? I asked around, and I learned that nobody knew what that was. So I decided to make a video about it, right? But that was the only way that I would have made a video, because I just forgot that people don't know what that is. But I've known about it for like 5 years at least, right? And so because of that, because of this mindset that I'm in, I need to be told, hey, you know, most people don't know this, do you want to make a video about that? And then I'll either say, yeah, absolutely, that sounds like it's right in my alley. Or I'll say, no, go ask someone else. Or I will ask somebody else. Because sometimes other channels actually do better content videos than me. In fact, in most cases, they do better videos than I do. And so, like, you know, I'll ask Tog to make a video about something if it's related to something that's right up Tog's alley, Tog Games, who you can also find on YouTube. And her video content is a lot of different kind of very basic gameplay mechanic explanations. And a lot more recently, she's been talking about different housing things and different things in the credit shop and so on, which is awesome. And I'm not going to go into her content at all. Like, let her do that stuff. Let her do all those things. It's great. It's amazing. I'm not trying to step on her foot here. I think she needs to keep doing that stuff because it's really good. But again, if you guys come up with anything that you think I should make more videos on, please let me know. Do I play any other MMOs or plan on upcoming ones? I usually play every MMO that I can find to some degree. But I've been with ArcheAge the most, of course. Lately I was in Ragnarok Online Mobile for like about a year and a half. This was like an on-off kind of my break from ArcheAge, and so that's been a lot of fun. I helped lead a guild there for a long time. It's very, very fun, cool game. It was a mobile game that I played on like an emulator. I think most people did. I do not plan on any upcoming ones, but I want to explore them. New World does not really interest me, unfortunately, because I'm not a big fan of the ESO-like kind of gameplay style. Like, it's very ESO-like, and I still love ESO, and I'm sure that I would love New World, but I'm too spoiled by ArcheAge and how many buttons we get and how many different active abilities we get and the timings and the combos, and that there's so much that goes on. I'm a little bit spoiled by that, and I do like that a lot more. I do like the whole, what I'm doing in ArcheAge a lot more than all these other gameplay styles. So that's a personal sort of, that's personally what I like to do and how I like to play. Ashes of Creation looks nice too. I really do think that's also going to be a really good game. Same as New World. I think New World is going to do great. I think that Ashes is going to do great. They're not my style of gameplay, but I think they're awesome. And Ashes too, like, I'm not a big fan of the combat in that game. I'm not a big fan of being locked into certain, like, classes and stuff. Because I never really liked that ever since, like, ArcheAge, where you can change your classes willy-nilly. Yeah, it's, again, spoiled me too much, right? But my point, anyways, is that it's going to be probably a really, really good game. And they're going to do really, really well. It's going to have a great community. And I'll play it for sure at some point, for a little bit. See how I like it. Try them out. Learn how cool the game is there. Take ideas. Oh, did I get the... Hey, I got my broken phonograph. Nice. It was really 100% drop rate, huh? Let's see how much I can sell this for. Alright, let's do something crazy. Let's go with 200 gold. Maybe somebody doesn't know where to get it. And so we'll take advantage of that person. We'll make them charge... We'll take advantage of the fact they don't know what's going on, so... We'll see how that works, alright? This is what I do. It's just fun for me. Played New World test. Combat is definitely slow compared to AA. I like tab target so much better than action. Ashes is doing a little bit of both, right? They're even making it so that some skills can be morphed into tab target versus, action or whatever I can't remember the terminology. They're doing a lot of things, right? To try to cater to more of a player base, I should say. Which is good. I think that's great. That's exactly what they should be doing. They're trying to cater to as many different types of players as possible. That's what they did with ArcheAge. It worked out really well. And of course, Sork or Steven, he played ArcheAge for a very long time. He's taken the bad parts of it and trying to make it better. And that's awesome. I think that's exactly how good MMOs are made, by building on top of other ones. And it's a massive ordeal to do all this, but he's going for it, right? And it's good. Again, I don't think it's really my style. I think that, ArcheAge has so much built into it, especially even with lore, right? Like, this game is based off of a novel, and a set of novels. Like, there's so much to this game, in terms of lore and everything, that I really, really enjoy it from that aspect, too. I don't think that Ashes or New World or, like, ESO even, like, I didn't really feel invested into those games. And, so I'll play it, but I don't think I'm going to be like, oh, I gotta play this forever. But with ArcheAge, I've always been very, very invested into everything that goes on. And so I've enjoyed it, right? Like, I've enjoyed it for mainly that reason. And why I've played it for so long, right? But I loved it. Like, ESO had an amazing story. They had so many different stories in there. I love the storytelling in that game and everything. I even love the combat in that game in terms of, like, what you can do and how you can customize your character in the different ways. But it's still, in my opinion, not the kind of gameplay that I enjoy out of, like, when you're comparing it to ArcheAge, right? But tons of people love ESO. It's a very, very popular game, which is good. So they've done very well for themselves. And I am never, ever going to say that an MMO is bad or anything, because every MMO is good for their own reasons, right? Final Fantasy XIV is amazing for their PvE aspects and the things that you can do in that game to develop your character. And it's great. They've strengthened that and made it their solid, like, that's their whole point of the game. And it feels good, right? It's a good game for that sense. And it's awesome. That's not my style, but I think they've done a great job capturing an audience. And, after, obviously, they remade the game, capturing an audience and making the game feel good, which is great, as it should be, right? Felt like you were doing it didn't really matter in ESO because you felt disconnected from your character. Yeah, it's a little bit of that, I think, that I felt too. I don't know. I wasn't invested to keep playing. Like, I thought it was cool. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really cool. I loved doing different PvP things. But the game wasn't clearly about PvP, right? The game was very much focused on the PvE elements. And it's okay. There wasn't actually, a lot of people complain about, what's it called, Cyrodiil? Pretty much the Siege Warfare. I loved the Siege Warfare in ESO. I loved it. And unfortunately, the game isn't really about that, right? Like, that's not what it's focused on, so it's a little bit unbalanced. There's a little bit of silly things people do in it. But I love the idea of it. I love what they've done, and I'd still go back and play it, even if it was unbalanced. Because I love the back and forth. I love what they did there. It's a very cool thing that I hope other games do something similar with. Like, if we had that kind of constant, non-stop siege system in Arcade, that you could just go in and join a battle and do something, that would be amazing. I wish that was a thing. And unfortunately is not a thing, but it would capture more of an audience of people who like that kind of gameplay, right? Especially if it was some kind of a cross-server thing, similar to what ESO does, right? So, yeah. MMOs are cool. MMOs are amazing. The social aspects of them are awesome. And I wish people just kind of took it easy and chilled for a little bit, right? And just weren't super crazy competitive, because the point of an MMO is you play it for years, right? And especially Arcade is one of the most like that. You're meant to play Arcade for years, to work on your character, to feel good, to have more stuff introduced, to make friends, to lose friends, to have alliances and change all the time. To become a hero, to work with the heroes, to have all these social interactions, to, own a whole field of houses and get the cool boats and stuff that you want and the vehicles. Like, it's a progression over years that you can feel, and you can actually connect with your character with, too. As you explore the world and get all these secret quests and secret little things all over the place, as you understand the lore better, as you learn about the background of everything, there's so many different things that exist. The game is very, very good at providing. But the game, Arcade has always been trying to provide the most amount of content that you can get, whereas other MMOs try to focus on the certain things and the certain aspects, right? ESO focuses on the PvE and the story and the ability to have story with almost everything, which is awesome, right? Final Fantasy focuses on the PvE and the progression with character and the things you could do and get, and that's awesome. WoW focuses on a lot of raid stuff too, as opposed to just also, it's a lot of PvE. They try to mix in PvP for leaderboards and stuff, which is really cool. They try to mix in a little bit of everything to some degree, but their focus is mainly, from what people generally play in groups with, the raid content and the ability to do PvE stuff together, right? And they do it really, really well. So each game is very good at what they do, at each individual thing. And so I'll never go and say that an MMO is bad or anything, like some people are so quick to say. Because it's just every MMO has its own audience. And if you don't like the game, that's on you. That's cool. Go do something else. Don't sit there complaining for 7 years you don't like Arcade if that's not your style of game, right? It's okay not to like something. It's not okay to tell other people not to like something. It's not, it happens all the time on Reddit and stuff. Alright? But, that's not okay for you to be like, hey, you shouldn't like this game. Right? That's not... What's the point of that? Go do something more useful. You see it a lot in Arcade, unfortunately, though. So I went on a rant. This happens a lot. It's not a big deal. I've talked about this on several occasions, though. I think it needs to be said every now and then. I think people need to realize what I'm talking about and being like, just chill, alright? Everybody just chill, right? It's a video game. Everybody relax. Just have a good time. Make some friends. Alright, let's go to Marianople. I'm done. I'm done with these things. Ox, they're yours. Here, take my map. Hold on. I'll give you the most recent map. Here's the most recent map. I'm going to put it on screen for you, and then you're going to screenshot it, or go back into the YouTube video later, right? Obviously, either of those work pretty well. No, I took a picture! That's not what I wanted to do. I think we're okay. Alright, there you go. There's a bunch of... oh, no, it's not on screen. There's a bunch of dots. Is that good? Here are your dots. I'm gonna send these to you. Oh my god. Ox? Is it literally just Ox? I don't have you as add as a friend. There we go. Yeah, we're chilling. Wait, where are you? You're probably in here. Nah, you're probably doing something. Alright. Alright, there you go. Cool. There's your screenshot. Let me... There we go. Have fun. Have fun with all these dots. Do whatever ones you want. Don't... Just, you know, don't like... Oh, I'm gonna snail mail them to you. This is gonna cost me nothing. You're gonna get these in an hour and be like, what the hell is that? And my... What's constantly spamming my inbox? It's these 3 messages that are snail mailed to you. Okay? And the last message is 1, apparently. So there you go. Bam. Alright, have fun with those. Good luck. Hopefully you can get something nice out of them. I am gonna... Oh my god, I forgot that I put my whole inventory in here. Hold on. Let's put everything back. Yeah, no problem. Enjoy. I wasn't able to do them on my stream like I wanted to, but I think this is better. Oh, I want to sell these. Oh, actually... 101? Somebody sold them for 100. Okay, alright, fine. Okay. 50. Fuck it. What the hell, man? Somebody bought it out at some point. Let's just try something crazy ridiculous, alright? If I don't sell it for that, it's not a big deal, but I'm gonna risk it. See if I can sell all those. 11 for 50. I get 500 gold out of that if I'm right. If I'm wrong, whatever. I lose 22. Big whoop. I sell for a little less. Man, somebody bought it for 100. They really want these black pearls, so alright. I'll give it to them. They're just gonna have to pay a premium. In fact, you know, I could be a jerk and just buy out the whole market. But I've never been one to do that. I've never been one to really try to push numbers up. I just do it like this, alright? I'm not that kind of a jerk. Alright. What's up, guys? What's happening? Anything else? Any other questions you guys have about things? Arcade things, you know, like builds or theory crafting or whatever. We got reset in 37 minutes here, which I'm not really. I don't do the dailies or anything, so it doesn't really mean anything for me. But I'm letting you guys know, at least for the NA servers. See what's going on over there. Sinister is messaging me. Alright, let me close... Oh, I can get rid of my map now. Yay! I'll put this on to, for another time. Okay. This document is macro. Yeah, of course. What? Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, God, it's gonna ask me questions again. Save. Get rid of. Okay, good. Great. Alright. Yeah, any other questions you guys have? We're just chilling, so if you guys have any questions about arcade stuff, or you want to learn more about mechanics or something, this is, again, a good place to ask those questions. And then I'm going to start wrapping up soon. Monday's stream actually worked out pretty well. We had a lot of pretty damn good conversations. And I got a rant about a few things, which I hope was useful? I don't know. I just want people to enjoy video games, alright? People spend too much time arguing and being sad in our short little lives here on this planet. That unfortunately it's taking some people over and causes more problems than it should. So just enjoy video games, alright? They're here for enjoyment. To chill. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. So last minute questions. Anything else you guys have? You guys want me to talk about something? I could do that. I can't think of anything else. I think the next stream will be probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, what's going on next week? Actually, hold on. Oh, I should at least talk about some of this stuff. Hold on. Hold on. I should make note of some things. And before I do that, I'm also checking my schedule. Oh, yeah, nothing. Okay, good. So yeah, probably, you know, over next weekend I'll do a few streams each day, just to, like, whenever I feel like, whenever I find some time. So like Friday afternoon, Saturday usually during midday, Sunday usually in the afternoon. I wanted to go over one thing. Okay, so like, just FYI, for anybody that doesn't know, okay, because I'm getting spammed about this stuff, because I'm a social media person, and I talk to the social media people of Gamigo, right, because I try to stay in touch with them, and if they need something, I try to lead them in the right direction of helping you guys and making you guys happy. So there is a bunch of stuff going on this month that they're doing for all sorts of birthdays. You know, like birthdays for Gamigo's 20th anniversary, birthdays for Arcade because of the 6th anniversary of Legacy, and the 1st anniversary of Arcade Unchained, which is, I think, in like 2 months. But anyways, this month they're doing a whole bunch of birthday stuff, alright? And I don't know what that means yet. I know that they're doing some stuff for Legacy soon. We just had this double loot drop stuff. They're doing a community design contest where you can actually design a costume that will happen and be made by XL Games to go in-game. So go check out all their stuff for that. I'm excited for what this month holds, but personally I'm actually going to be hoarding some gold, which you may or may not want to do too, just in case you might need it for some kind of an event. But yeah, look out for a lot of the stuff that's going to be happening this month. In addition to that, and I think this is something I should mention, they're still doing the Grimoire thing. So if you haven't gone and gotten some Grimoires and you want to, you may want to maybe do that, right? It's up to you, right? If you have some extra gold laying around and you want to get some of these Grimoires, you may want to go and craft some of them. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm actually going there right now. And thanks for the sending love to Cody. Cody's my bird. I want to bring him on stream more often. I gotta remember to do that, because he loves being on stream, dude. He's crazy. We'll bring him on stream sometime, but I appreciate that, and so does he. So these Grimoires here, which take 10 paper and 2 blue salt hammers per, give you a random scroll, or a random grimoire, and some of them are pretty good and some of them are okay. But a lot of people are just kind of hoarding like 200, 300 of them at a time. Yeah, it's kind of costly. I've actually been using my alt just for that, so there you go, I finally have a use for my alt. I had him turn lumber into paper, so that was a little bit cheaper for me to get those things, because, you know, paper prices are a little bit higher at the moment. But this event ends the 10th, so like the end of this week, you know, like the maintenance this week, I guess. Probably in midnight is usually when events end like this. So keep in mind that. Try to do this earlier than the last day if you wanted to get any of these special scrolls, as they call them. Literally special scrolls. I've already done mine. I made like 400, and I'm not even going to use them because I'm a hoarder. Like, I'll maybe use one for a siege that we actually want to maybe use one at, but otherwise, like, I'm going to keep hoarding them forever. So maybe I wasted all my gold, but whatever, at least I've got them, right? And that's kind of how it's going to work for me. What event is coming up next? Does anybody know? No, I don't think so. They're doing some stuff for Legacy where they're going to have cameras in the servers where people can, like, walk up to them and be on Twitch and, like, wave their hands around and then, like, take a picture and put it on Twitter. And they're doing a thing for Legacy because it's Legacy's 6th anniversary. But for Arcade Unchained, I don't know what's coming up next. I just know that I'm being informed that there's a lot of things happening this month. That's as much as I know and as much as I'm supposed to tell you guys, because they haven't told me more than that. I keep asking, what else? What's coming up? Can I help? Right? Is there anything that I can help with or give you guys ideas about? But I think that I think they've pretty much got everything sorted out and they know what they're going to be doing. So, I don't know. There's some stuff happening this month, alright? Just keep an eye on whatever social media things are happening. If you're on Twitter, keep an eye on their Twitter. If you're on Discord, they've got the official Discord where they announce everything, right? And try not to miss stuff. But I'll also be talking about it on streams, of course. Alright. Yeah, I think I needed to talk about that at the end, at least. So everybody's aware of it. And I don't feel bad when somebody's like, oh, I forgot about those Grimoires. Like, yeah, well, you know, now I don't feel bad, because I said something at one point or another. Oh, man. I'm done. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go, like, eat dinner and chill, right? I appreciate everybody hanging out, though, and all the new follows. You guys are awesome. Honestly. All the stuff is gonna be on YouTube later, so if there's a question that you want to hear again that I answered, like you want to hear the answer again, you can just go up to that later. It'll probably be uploaded like in 4 hours or so, I don't know. However long it takes. But yeah, I'm out. I'll see you all probably on Friday or sometime like this weekend, alright? Thanks everybody. Bye all. Good day. we're gonna go with a much cooler background today. There we go. Alright, see y'all. By the way, all of these backgrounds are also on my Reddit. I put it on Reddit, all of these backgrounds, the live wallpapers you could use as actual live wallpapers on your phone or on your desktop like I do. They're all on Reddit. Go over there. Good luck. Not even going to link it. I'm just going to tell you where to find them. They're pretty cool. I made them, by the way. I didn't make a picture, but I animated them. Alright, see you.